All right, just checking everyone, make sure it's working. So give us a second. We're all sorting this out. We don't know what we're doing. It looks like it's working though.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, cuz. Here we go. We're doing it. All right, what's up? I think we got like a 30-second lag or something like that.
30 seconds.
Fucking, it's something mental.
Australia.
No, it's just fucking YouTube, man. YouTube's got shit settings. Yeah.
Right. Google. Blame Google.
All right, we're gonna full screen it here, but who knows? See the lag? So we just cheered there.
Yeah.
Fucking
Okay.
way off.
We're watching ourselves in the
TV
playback.
Let's see if this works.
So,
No, different.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, fucking weird shit. I shouldn't have typed that. Now we gotta wait for it to show up though.
That's obviously someone's done the same thing for their title. FG.
Yeah, what was the thing you were showing me before?
I wanted to see. What you were talking about. This Egyptian.
Oh yes,
you were talking about.
Yes.
The civilization before Egypt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't even. I don't know anything about civilization beforehand, but this lady here, everyone go check out Johanna James or Johanna James. However the fuck you pronounce that.
Mm-hmm.
She put this video together, which I found today, which is fucking brilliant. But I've been watching all this Egyptian shit the past week and a half, maybe. Just straight. Just nothing else but this fucking Egyptian shit.
March 2021, so...
yeah, this is recent. She's just gone over she just went over to Egypt during COVID. And she got like... The tours were awesome because there was no one over there. So I'm fucking not going.
Yeah, true. That would be totally different. It's like the most touristy place on the planet.
And it's fucking empty.
That'd be fucking imagine, man.
Should have gone, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
2 weeks. You gotta wait though.
You can like, yeah, true. 2 weeks. What?
Lockdown. I don't even know what it's fucking called yet.
2 weeks. Jail time. COVID rat. That's what it's called.
Either side, but I mean
quarantine.
Quarantine. That's the fucking word. Let's mute this shit so we don't hear it. But these pots here that she's showing, so these are made out of granite. So on the Moore's hardness scale, number 10 is diamond, which is the hardest fucking thing. Granite comes at 7 and 8. It's fucking hard, right? See these grooves inside here? Oh fuck, let's just go back. These grooves inside here, see them? Yeah. The lines going across. Yeah. That means someone was carving that. So how which means you have to have something harder than 8 to carve. Right. Otherwise you can't.
So what's in between that and diamond?
I mean, I'm sure we can fucking Moore's hardness scale.
How do you think that was cut?
Personally? I think.
Wait. So how?
I think they had a tool, and it's been lost to history. That's what I think.
So how old is that pot?
Well, here's the thing. This is what I wanted to show you because we're gonna fucking laugh at this.
Right.
Moore's hardness scale, because this is what's fucking funny about it.
Right.
Okay. So topaz. Yeah. Corundum. What the fuck is that?
I've never heard of corundum.
That's not even a real fucking word, right?
Wow.
Anyway.
Looks beautiful though.
Yeah. It does.
Quartz is 7. I thought quartz.
Quartz is fucking strong, man.
Wow. Talco, don't.
Yeah.
Or is that like talco?
Gypsum,
calcium.
Fluoride is 4.
Fluoride.
I found out there's 2 different types of fluoride today. I only just fucking discovered that.
Right.
Anyway.
Appetite. Being hungry can cut fluoride and calcite.
Oh, knife is between 5 and 6, I reckon. Steel is between 6 and 7.
Oh, yeah, right.
There you go.
Huh.
So the theory is, so the Egyptians claim, the Egyptians now, they claim it was copper tools, which if you can see here, copper falls in it.
But like I don't even know about this stuff, but I know copper is like
it doesn't grind granite. Well, yeah, there you go.
Well, it's not strong.
The theory is they used it until it worn away, and then they just kept getting new ones. That's what they used. That's the theory. Okay, that's the official.
That's only because it was like the age of copper or whatever. Yeah, but
they had it at the time, and they said, exactly,
because it was the common thing.
But anyway, so the aging of it. So this is. I'll tell you the official story, so we can fucking laugh, right? Right. So this thing here, the way they work it out is that they see this, and then they look for markings on it, right? So things built into it that they can mark. Why is my right arrow not working? Here we go. So this, it's broken. See this? See where the mouse is? Do you see this?
Yeah.
See that scratch? So that's a scratch of a pharaoh. And because
that's a pharaoh?
Because that...
Oh, I see the whole...
That's a pharaoh's name. That's a pharaoh's name.
Okay,
so that scratch there...
Yeah.
That scratch, because that is on it, that pharaoh means that this thing belongs to it.
Wow.
So even though this perfectly round fucking bowl... Look at them.
Yeah.
Look at them. Right?
They
are claimed...
unreally perfect shape.
They're hollow. Think about this. They had to get something inside it and cut it out.
Yeah, right.
Right? To cut it out. It's one solid piece of granite.
Even the handles on
Yeah. Hollow throughout, you know? Fucking nuts. We're talking, you know, levels of shit you can't imagine, right?
So have they...
And then it's attributed to this fucking scratch.
Yes.
That's the official thing.
And
so
when was this pharaoh?
Like 2,000 years ago. 2,500 years, something like that. I don't actually
Have they tried to recreate?
Oh yeah, it can't be done. It can't be done.
They can't do it now.
No, there was one statue they got quoted for some masons to remake, and it was going to cost. It was like $20 million, and it was going to take them like 20 years or something ridiculous like that.
Can you show me? What's that called? The type of stone?
Granite.
Can you look up granite? What is it? Hot. Now,
yeah. See what it comes
I
just want to show you this one first. Okay. So this is fucking hilarious. See this statue? This is also granite. This is look at it. Look at the fucking smoothness on it, right? This thing. Wait till you see what she films here. So see these fucking scratches at the bottom. See that shit?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, no, I see the scratches.
Yeah, those scratches. Oh, I really want to fucking get it.
Yeah.
Wait till this fucking wording disappears. Let's see if we can get it. Yes.
Nice.
This scratching is the pharaoh's fucking name. And because of that scratching, that means that this is the time of the pharaoh.
Yeah, right.
Right? But look at it. Look how smooth that shit is. Yeah. Why not use the same tools that you're making to make this thing to write the fucking name in?
Right.
Why are you scratching graffiti on the fucking side, which is like a knife?
I was going to say that.
A knife was taken to it.
Like, it looks terrible.
Bro, it's fucking retarded. Like, we're meant to believe that the person who scraped this is the same person who fucking carved this statue. Look at it! Look at it!
Yeah.
Look at it!
No, you know, this is what... I know what you're going to go to. Can I guess what you're thinking of with this?
Yeah,
I bet, because like the scratching is like graffiti compared to the beauty of this statue.
Yeah, it's two different societies.
Which makes me think of the Sphinx and how that, you know, was changed to be like, oh, they put a human face on it. And it's like, oh, I own this Sphinx now. But we all know that before that, it wasn't a human face. Yeah. And that was the pharaoh saying, I'm claiming this. So that's the pharaoh, again, claiming this. Because also in Egyptian, like the way they saw things, they like to claim, you know, things. Like,
did you take the sticker off?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not...
Deaf's not grog. Deaf's not grog. That's what it says, motherfuckers.
We're not advertising here.
You gotta pay us. Bud Light.
So
we're here, mate. Come on, let's do it.
What is that? Canadian? American?
I'm pretty sure it's American.
We don't give a fuck.
Fucking VB, cunts.
No, VB. It's Queensland, man. Milton Mangoes.
Fucking
4X gold. Go gold or go home.
Yeah. So what do you think I'm saying?
Yeah. So talking about
Sphinx,
they have this thing of like claiming something, and they like the royals would basically marry their sisters to claim they were like a god.
That's a bit different. So I found this out as well in the past week. The women used to hold property back in the Egypt days.
My whole hand is in your dog's mouth.
So fucking push her off.
That's right. Hey, shh.
Calm. She's still a puppy, guys, so she's learning. So the women used to hold the property rights legally. So the men would always try and marry the sisters so that the men can maintain the property. Yeah. Otherwise, it fucking goes off.
Why is that? Do you think
women had more power back then? Or different power to what they have now.
The whole just push her off
time. For a long time. Yeah, for a long time.
She was so calm.
Yeah, she was so calm.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. But you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like the Egyptians are the type of people who will claim stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. You know? They would go in and like the Christians did this as well. Actually, they would just destroy faces of the statues.
Yeah.
So they'd come in and just wipe out. Adi!
Yeah, that's why. I don't.
She's coming out. Yeah, so the Sphinx as well.
She was.
You were just mentioning.
Yes, we are in control.
This fucking dog. What were you saying? Granite. Egyptian granite bowls?
Just granite bowls. Now, I want to see a granite. If there's
a
granite
one
bowl
made now.
Now.
Modern.
Look at that. No, but that's a mortar and pestle. I remember my mum had one of them, and it was all bumpy. See, that's bumpy though.
Yeah, that's
so. We want something that's like, and it's also open, which makes it easier. Those ones had an in cavern, like, so those ones are easier to make than the ones we saw.
Artie, fucking get out of it. Sit. She's gone.
Yeah. You wrangled.
Yeah.
But you see, okay, so all these are easier to make because their opening is like this.
Yeah. This one was
one that's
over.
like
Yeah.
It's a
and they carve the inside of it.
But even the handles, remember those little handles are like the cylinders on the side with a hole through.
Well, let's look how much they cost to buy.
That hole through.
Exactly. They would need a drill. They would need a drill. There is no way they can be done by human hand. Right? Like, you couldn't do it because you'd have to.
Okay, it's not gross. You can drink that.
Because you'd have to be carving it. Like, how would you? I don't know how you do it by hand.
I wonder.
I've got to push it, man. Shopping. Let's see how much granite bowls cost.
But none
$2.36 are a little shitty.
None of them are impressive.
Yeah.
None of them.
In comparison.
They're all just like an open bowl. Hey, no.
What
I feel like she just gets more excited when I put
It's catch-22.
She likes my jack. Yeah, these are all.
You can't really find any to buy.
But
these would.
And they're not smooth either. Look at them. They're like.
And the place they found them as well, which I can't remember the name of. There's thousands of them to the point where there's so many they've just left them in there still. So there's still just some just in this fucking tunnel underneath.
What do you
think? Look at this shit. How can you tell me that this fucking scratch is the same that made this fucking... Look at how smooth this surface is.
Yeah.
Look at that. And you're telling me the same fucking dickheads did this?
No.
Bullshit.
No way.
Bullshit.
Dude, there's something really weird that I saw recently about Egypt.
Yeah.
Have you seen the hieroglyphs? Not hieroglyphs, but it's... What do you call it? Just like there's like the paintings on the... And they're not like the spelling things out. They're just like a painting of what's happening.
It's just a painting, really.
Yeah. Maybe,
Egyptian.
Yeah, it's an Egyptian. So on the wall, and they've got that classic Egyptian style.
Yeah.
And they're talking about how they built the pyramids and stuff like that. But there's actual giants. So there's little people, and then there's giants. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen
that.
that.
So look up Egyptian giants.
So this is another one just before we go as well. So this smooth piece was I think it's the back of the foot or something like that. And you can see this is carved into it. So this is like part of it, right? And then you've got this pharaoh stamp on it, which genuinely looks like he's just fucking stamped it on.
What is that?
It goes
type of stone. It looks
this would be sandstone.
Sandstone is easy to.
Well, look at the size of it though; it's still fucking impressive.
Well, it's impressive, but it's sandstone, so it's you can understand it could happen, but it does look like it's just a stamp.
Yeah. So and look at this part. So this arch thing here looks like it's part of it. It looks like the same kind of tools that made this made this. But then you've got this shit.
Wow.
That just looks like, A, why would you fucking put it there? It's not it's fucking random. And two, the quality of this compared to the quality of this, I can see a difference.
Yeah.
Like it just...
The granite thing.
But because of this stamp, that's where they date it.
Yeah. Okay, right. Yeah. But all of this stuff, like the granite thing, the Sphinx, all this stuff we're talking about, the statues that they made for the first dynasty, first dynasty statues, with the beautiful, the beautiful painting on the people looked real. Their eyes were like marbles.
Oh, you want to see
all of that stuff ties into the way the pyramids were made too, because they were even debating how the hell they cut the perfect blocks. Yeah, and they looked like they had been cut with some kind of tool.
Paper can't fit through the gaps.
Yeah.
Which I mean, over time, I guess the sandstone.
But doesn't it like I love it, but it fucking pisses me off too, because I just want to know, man.
I think it becomes obvious though. You can use deductive reasoning to work out there must have been. You got two options: aliens, which is fucking bullshit, or there was a previous civilization that got wiped out somehow.
Yeah, okay.
Like those are the options. What else is there?
Yeah.
So aliens are fucking bullcrap, which means it only leaves previous civilization.
Do you know, like, it's true. Like, they went for how long? 1,500.
There's a saying that the Egyptians went unchanged for 1,000 years, so they're at least 1,000. But
that's just what we
3
know.
or 4 at least.
But like that, we can
look up how old the pyramids are.
If it was also 1,000 years, that ties into the floods, right?
No, the floods are 11,600, so they're older.
I thought there was floods.
Meltwater 1 Pulse B was 11,600 years ago.
Oh, okay.
What's it say? So 3,200 BC. So the pyramids are 5,000 years old.
Right.
5,221 years old.
Yeah. that is crazy.
That's fucking nuts.
But like
nuts. What is that even?
Cleopatra is closer to us than the pyramids by a lot. Yeah.
And we think of her as this ancient fucking figure. Yeah.
Oh, Cleopatra's bullshit anyway. She was Greek, right?
She was fucking hectic, bro. She was she even fucking married a pharaoh. She wasn't. She was all over, man.
She wasn't Egyptian.
She was fucking
just
firing shots, cunt. Unleash. You know. Her I was reading this one story about her, which I'm fucking get
parasite,
bro. No,
she was a parasite.
She was mental, cunt. So her followers fucking adored her. I'm definitely gonna get flack for this in the fucking comments. But this one time she was sailing her ships and her whole fleet, right, full of all the gold, all the trinkets, fucking everything, right. And her entire posse was going with her, and she was going towards where one day Israel would be now, so kind of on the east coast of the Mediterranean. Yeah. And then the Greeks, I can't remember the fuckhead's name. Whatever his name is, he wanted to kill her, wanted to take her out.
Napoleon? Is that no? My history is terrible.
It's
my modern that's
She gets surrounded in this little section off basically, and her entire fleet, whether it was under her command or not, we don't know, but her entire fleet fucking just attacks, completely outnumbered. There's no way they're fucking winning. Just completely just fucking merges straight over her. We're talking Navy fucking sail ship fightings, you know? Fucking go, and all of them managed to distract the entire fleet, which outnumbers them like 3 to fucking 1. Yeah. Like, we're talking, these guys are dead. And they distract for long enough that she can sail her ship out and escape, and she goes to Egypt. Wow. And then gets away, and then hooks up with a pharaoh. And then gets her money back.
She's the image of Egypt, and she's not even Egyptian in the slightest.
Yeah. But her entire navy, we're talking thousands of people.
Wow.
Just fucking.
That's just straight up what they did. Hey, royalty was the old, it was like the god level. Royalty was it. They actually thought for the last thousands of years, they've thought that royalty people were just more intelligent than normal people.
Well, that's the whole
it was like a different level of racism.
That's straight up racism. It's the
royal racism.
Yeah, the royal race. Yeah, the royal race is better. Better blood. That's the wole eugenics thing, man.
Have you? Okay. Here's one you might. So I talked about the giants. Do you want to look that up?
Yeah. Go for it. What are we doing?
So
giants. I know there's Chinese giants. They found 6'9" and 7 foot skeletons in this.
The top one, giants of Egypt. Look at the paintings. See that? Paintings, they never depict stuff that's further and closer. Okay, so people will say they're further and closer, but they don't do that. They're totally 2D in the same level all the way, all the time. Even if you see they have images where they're people farming and there's oxen that are behind each other, and there's 6 levels, but they're all the same size. You can just see them in front. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's no depth. They didn't have depth in their art. Yeah. So what they're drawing are giants. Yeah. Well, or larger people. So keep I think they're very metaphorical with what they do, though. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Here's play that.
Spacebar.
I mean, you could say they might be children, but they're tiny. They're a normal size, and they have
that could just be paused for a sec though. To me, that could mean because of their egotistical side. It could mean that they're the master race and these are their slaves.
That's what the historical people, the normal thing that people say. Yeah. But like the conspiracy is that they were giants, and then that ties into how these granite things were made and all that.
Well, what I think it is not that they're royals and they're better. I'm starting to believe this fucking alien theory where it's like the Anunnaki and all that dumb shit. Where the fucking aliens came down, they've been like editing our little genomes and stuff, helping us along. Yeah. And I think, well, my interpretation, even though it's fucked up, I admit, is that these guys are so large because they're the Anunnaki. They are the larger thing. But I've got no evidence for that.
This is why I say it fucking pisses me off because I just want to know. And I'm atheist. I only believe what I see, and I'm not going to jump into a conspiracy unless I fully understand and believe it, and like there's evidence, So I just want to fucking know. You want to know? Like there's evidence of things, but it's not enough. It's not enough. There's no skeletons of these big guys. There's no technology left from aliens. There's no. Well, I mean, as we know, we don't know.
We wouldn't have access to that stuff if there was.
Look at those toes.
Massive.
That looks weird.
That's huge.
Yeah. Sausages.
Look at the size of these. Oh yeah, look, there's a tiny one in front of it.
Yeah, man, look at that. That's not a child.
Yeah. No, that's definitely not a child. It is.
Yeah,
it's fucking nuts. But a lot of their stuff is metaphorical. Like
that's true. Yeah.
And the pyramids are so huge. The pyramids,
but they were. You're right. They were very egotistical and had a lot of hubris.
There's this video goes for a while. There's another video I was watching. Oh, fuck! I wish I could remember which one it was. And they've literally got these statues, these one solid block statues of the deities, and then they got pillars in between them, and then statue, pillars, statues, pillars. So it goes pattern.
Yeah.
And then at first glance you're looking at it, you're like, oh yeah, just Egyptian shit. But then you look at it more, and you notice the pillars that they've got, just the circle beams, are like bricked. So there's like one circle there and then a circle on top, and they're stacked on top. Right. But the statues of the actual beings are one solid piece. So you're looking at it again. I wish I could remember what it was from. But you're looking at it again and you realise these statues are just one solid piece. And then these pillars in the middle are copycat. And because the pillars have the names graved on them again, the Egyptians date the entire thing to the naming of the pillars. And it's like these things are clearly sculpted by two different Freemasons, completely different Freemasons.
This is why the Egyptian history is more addictive than any other fucking history on Earth. It is so addictive
because it's there, staring us in the face, and we don't know it.
And every seriously.
Who built them?
Aliens.
Yes.
But you look up, type in Egypt in Google and go news, and every single week there's a fucking new discovery, man. There's something new. Like, it's ridiculous.
And what's fucked up about that is that they don't allow so much to happen, so much excavation.
You're right, but they are opening up to it. Egypt has started. They're starting to realize that is their thing. They're okay, this is their thing. Like, we need to Have you seen like the most recent shit? They uncovered a whole new tomb.
Oh, did they?
Dude, they have heaps of new discoveries. Have you not?
Yeah, I've probably. But
what was that one I was looking at? It was like a month or two. Just Egyptian latest discoveries or whatever.
Let's just go top.
Egyptian
top search.
And then new last month. Yeah.
10 insane archaeological discoveries.
Imagine if you type 101 facts about Egypt, there'd be like 1,000 results of people trying to make money.
There's so much that counts itself to. Oh, that's the one other thing I wanted to show you. Well, I remember.
You just gotta go Google in Egypt. Yeah. Egypt and news. Yeah. Yep. Here we go.
The economy.
Discoveries.
Well, of course it's going to come up with shit.
Yeah, but the latest, man.
Let's go. Touts spate of new historic findings to draw tourists as travel opens back up.
Yeah, but that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. They should be focusing on that.
I apologise for that dog in the background, guys. I don't know what's going on. Bloody mate. Oh, Chinese archaeology. That's good when I typed in Egypt discoveries.
So Egypt unearths 250
wow.
rock tombs in Sohag.
The Wopo. Thanks, guys.
See, go down at the bottom, see?
Thanks, Jeff.
Egypt unearths 250 rock tombs 3 weeks ago. That's
yeah.
one thing. But like,
whoa!
You gotta filter through shit. Yeah. But like, there are heaps of new discoveries, man. They are still going.
Oh, of course. There's so much, man.
There was that.
They haven't even gone inside the Sphinx yet. We know the Sphinx is fucking hollow, and they still haven't gone in. So what the fuck are you doing?
There was a pyramid that they scanned, and there was some blocks in the middle of the pyramid that had a hotter temperature than the rest, and they have no idea why. That's
actually what the lady was saying, whose YouTube we were just watching. She because she actually goes in and films inside it, and that's one thing she kept saying. It's like, it's fucking hot in here. Like, it's really fucking warm in here.
Yeah.
I wonder what that is. I wonder why. Because normally you go inside the cave because it's colder.
Mate, you go to the beach, you dig a hole in the sand, you go down, it's fucking cold.
Yeah. The other thing.
So this is that one you were showing us before.
Yeah.
Who's this bloody?
Nah, she's awesome, man. Don't hate her.
Okay, I don't know. So
yeah, exactly. Don't fucking judge, mate. So these things, that's exactly actually what I wanted to show you. So these granite things, which now, with all my knowledge that I have, which I would assume is not much. Wow. Yeah, look at this.
Like the perfect lines.
Bro, insane. But these things, why is it not reversing? There we go. These things are buried like an unbelievable length underground. Wow. And they're huge. That. When she stands on it, wait till you see this shit.
That would be so heavy, man. That's some vampire shit. Wow.
I'll tell you what I think these are with my combined knowledge of what's going on.
Look at that perfect line of the cut. And
this is First Dynasty. This is the oldest stuff.
That's the one that has all the conspiracies come from, man. Because
it's insane.
So all the dynasties after the First Dynasty tried to copy the First Dynasty because they could never match, of course, their level of art and
design and stuff. Really,
tools, engineering.
Yep.
They couldn't match it.
Wait till you. But that's I just wanted to stand on it so you can see the size.
It's important to say though that like saying that the First Dynasty was better than the rest. That's not a conspiracy. If you read the text,
look at that. Look at that.
Books, and they all say that the First Dynasty is unmatched.
Yeah.
Like
which is not how you think society goes.
Even the ones who are hardcore non-conspiracists, they still say the First Dynasty was unmatched.
Yeah. Well, you can't argue it when it's like this, you know.
Look at that, man. Look at that.
That is perfect, man.
You couldn't even buy that off eBay.
No fucking way, bro. So,
it is perfectly cut.
It's fucking insane. And because of these markings on the side, which to me look not even close to being the same fucking...
That's not the graffiti shit you saw before. That's perfect.
No, I reckon this is still shit.
Yeah?
Like, look at this wiggle line.
Oh, yeah.
And look at the cuts on it. Look at this one. It's doubled up. Like, it's shit.
But it fucking pisses me off, man. Yeah. I want to know.
And
I want to know.
Look at this. This is dropped off here, this circle here, and then they've drawn over it. Yeah. So this scraping is clearly a delay.
I thought that was a ghost.
Fuck, I really wanted to stand on it. Look at that. Yeah. That's not this cutting is not the same as that fucking 45.
No, that's someone hardcore fucking chiseling every day. Yeah.
What? And because of these fucking graffiti on it, we won't be allowed into Egypt after saying all this shit, by the way. Like this, look at that smoothness. You're telling me the same thing that cut that smoothness?
No, dude.
Fucking made this shit? Fuck
off.
There's no way.
It's a mirror. It's so smooth. It's a mirror. Smooth, you can see the reflection.
There's no fucking way. Look at that.
It's a reflection,
man. Lick my balls. That's the same fucking person. I would bet everything I own. It's not. There's no fucking way.
How, man?
Look, there we go. Look at the size of these fucking granite blocks. God damn, bro.
I just want answers.
So what I think these things are, so these are buried under the ground. I can't remember how far down, but it's a long way. I think it's like 30 meters or something. 300 meters, sorry. Down. And
they don't give a fuck about the surroundings. It's all haggard. But like the tomb, the sarcophagus,
whatever it is. We don't even know what it is because no bodies have ever been found in it. Ever. In any of these.
Are they giant size?
Look at her.
No, it's not.
Look at her.
It's big, but it's not.
If she laid down, there would be a lot of room inside for her.
Yeah.
Say.
Yeah.
Is that a clue?
Maybe, but a baby giant.
Well, here's what I'm thinking.
Like,
look,
it's not. Yeah. Just
right?
fucking
Huge. If you were lying down inside it,
oh no, that's massive. That's a better picture. Look
if you were lying inside that,
dude, you could fit like 6 of that person. Couldn't you?
Fuck yeah, Johanna. You're getting shout outs now. Jay, I love you now. Look at it. Look at it.
No, look at the size.
Look at the size, motherfucker.
Now you can see the size.
So this is one that was left in the hallway,
dude.
So
it's not
people have
fair.
done it.
If I die and I don't know the answer to this, I will die sad, non-Egyptian.
I can tell you the answer. There was a previous civilization, and they got wiped out somehow.
Okay, but what the fuck tools do they have if we don't have them now? They can do that. I mean, we can probably do that, but it would take a lot.
They would have had diamond tip. They had
diamond tip. What? Like
drills?
Drills? Yeah. Like the hand drill? Like
no, fucking power drills, man. They had
electricity. Say electricity. This is what I mean. Like when
they had to have. They had.
No, they didn't have electricity. Okay, we would know. Surely we would know.
So a car right now, if you just left your car out in the fucking wild for 200 years, it's gone.
Nah, 200.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
200.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah, you can Google it. You can Google it.
Fact check. All right, Google me. Okay. How
long till a car breaks down?
How long would it take for a car to dissolve? How do you spell dissolve? It's double S-I.
What does that say, bro? Read it out for everyone. Read it out for everyone.
Would it take for a car to dissolve?
Read out. What does it say?
It might take 1 to 200 years.
I didn't hear that, cuz. What did you say?
Alright.
Did you say 200? Alright. I've been researching this, man. I'm telling you.
He knows his shit. Old Finn boy.
Yeah. So we're talking 5,000 years ago, bro.
200 years. I can't. 200 years.
Gone. Nothing left. Maybe the tires for the rubber.
Rubber.
Yeah. Well, so rubber lasts.
Dissolves.
Yeah. Rubber's a motherfucker, man. Wow. Rubber fucking lasts. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. 200 years.
My brain is ticking.
So look at 5,000 years we're talking about. 5,000. And a car's gone in 200.
How? What? But okay. So then, let's say that there was a civilization that had electricity or some way to power tools. What happened to them, and why did they go?
Well, it could have been lots of things. So the flood theory is obviously very predominant around the whole world. Like everyone has the flood myth.
The Mediterranean being
the fucking flooded. South Americans, they have fucking the flood myth. Almost everywhere. What are you eating? Almost everywhere has a flood myth. Like everywhere. I wouldn't even be surprised if the fucking Aboriginals had a flood myth. Artie, get out.
They do.
Well, then fucking go. You know.
But that one was proven because they have it in their myths. And then it actually were able to prove that the areas they said were taken up by water were. But what I want to know is why is it only Egypt that had these tools?
Well, we know that it's not because we can find these other markings around the world. So it wasn't. So there was some sort of worldwide society. Yeah. Which, you know, the rumours now are that was Atlantis. And when you read about Atlantis told by Plato, he describes it as 10. You lose people. As soon as you say Atlantis, it's like, fuck that shit. But then the whole thing about Atlantis is that it was this massive 10 city empire, and then a flood came and wiped it out.
The most recent.
It's like, what the fuck?
Apparently it's in the Black Sea.
I think, you know what I think?
That's the most recent place that got flooded in the European area.
I really hope this is crossing over. I don't know if it is. It's just window mode.
Have you heard that? Black Sea?
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. So this is the going, conspiracy theory at the moment.
That's where we are. Don't look at our location.
I fucking went out. I'll have to edit that shit.
Oh, man. I didn't think you had your location. It was like Domino's or whatever you were looking at.
Fuck yeah. So, there's a thing.
Look at, oh my god, look at the Nile, man.
Yeah, isn't
that?
Yeah, look at it.
No wonder it was a fucking powerhouse.
Yeah.
That is a constant flowing river, man. That is green all the time.
That's the fucking Nile, cunt. Name one person on Earth who doesn't know what the fucking Nile is. Look at that's how fucking...
Zoom out a bit. Look, how that is stunning.
Yeah, cunt.
It is blocked off by the North Sea, the East Sea, and a deadly desert from the west and the south, man. Like, it is the most perfectly placed in the world to hold a superpower. No wonder it lasted over.
And India and this whole section of Earth has to go through this part here.
Yeah.
The Panama, not the Panama, the fucking, what's it called? The fucking canal, alright? It has to go through this canal right next to fucking Cairo, you know?
Okay, so show me what you were saying.
So this is what they reckon, the conspiracy theorists reckon, is Atlantis. So Atlantis is described as 3 rings. This is called the Eye of the Sahara, by the way. It can be seen from fucking space.
I've never seen this before.
This is Atlantis, bro. You're fucking welcome.
You know
see, you come on to know politics and you fucking learn shit, man.
Fucking know it.
Look at it, right?
You learn shit doing politics. But you know what the weird thing is before you go on?
Yeah.
So look, zoom out here.
Yeah.
This is where Plato said Atlantis was.
No, so Plato described it.
He said it was here.
No. He says it's out of the Straits of Gibraltar, which is the move the mouse up.
There, you go for it.
So is this place here? So this is the Hercules pillars or whatever the fucking they call it, which is Gibraltar now. So this is the exit.
Who was it that said it was okay? Someone maybe it wasn't Plato, but someone said it was anyway. Sorry.
So who was the ruler of Atlas? Let's go away. The ruler of Atlantis. Atlas is the king, right? So have a guess what this fucking mountain range. Where'd the eye go?
It's straight where your mouse is. No?
Oh fuck! How'd I lose it?
It's just straight where your mouse is.
Oh, I can't believe
keep going in. Keep going.
No.
Oh, down left, bottom left.
No.
Left.
No.
Yeah, isn't that? This is there left, eh?
Where?
West.
Yeah, there you go.
West.
So these mountains, this whole. I don't know if we can go 3D here. Can we go 3D? No.
Hold control and your mouse. Oh yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
You hold control.
Yeah, it's not doing shit.
And then you move it. Oh no, they changed.
I think it's already 3D. But it's we're too big a scale to.
No, you should be able to do it. Right click and move the mouse.
What if we click this button?
Yeah, now hold control. Is it not working?
No, it's not working. We're not in. Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Okay, so you can't see it. Fucking boomers right now. So this whole mountain range. Have a guess what this mountain range is called?
Atlantis.
The Atlantis Mountains.
Get fucked.
Get fucked, cunt.
Get fucked.
Yeah, and so Plato Plato, when he tells the story, also we don't know Plato's name, so Plato could be fucking made up as well. But Plato tells us, except we have his writings. It was some dude, we don't know his name, we call him Plato, whatever.
Yeah.
He talks of his great grandfather, Soros or something.
Socrates.
Nah.
That's a totally different thing.
Solon. Solon. So he talks of Solon, who is talking about who actually told him, who passed down the story of Atlantis. And Solon said that it's 3 rings in the Atlas Mountains. So if we look, there's a app, I can't remember what the app's called, but you can change the sea level of Earth. And once they added up a bit, which it would have been back in the day, this entire section, I don't know if I can fucking draw on this. No,
it's okay.
But
so
where the mouse is,
the Atlantic. Where's the mouse?
So all from the meta here down this whole side
down into you can see where it would flow from the Mediterranean.
Exactly. You can see it because that's where the fucking rivers are. And if we zoom in anywhere, we should be able to see ripples. What causes that? Water comes.
Look at that, man.
Water.
Look at that.
Water causes this because it's fucking sea ripples.
You can see that right now with our eyes. Google Maps. Yeah. There it is. Crazy.
So the water came through here and went out here, and you can actually see the trail.
So
see the trail?
With that being, totally. You can see that.
You can physically see it.
So with that being said, Atlantis could be under the sand, not the sea.
Well, the conspiracy is that where the fucking eye go. That eye, because of its position, and what was his name? Solon. What Solon describes it as 3 rings. So if we look here, we see the first ring.
Wow.
And then sea around it, and then an outer ring, and then sea around it.
That's so interesting,
bro.
That's so
Bro.
interesting.
Let's look for the other eyes that are around here. The other land masses that look like this.
That is.
Oh, okay. There aren't anything.
No, go back to that. Go back to that eye. Shit.
There's nothing on
that. Go back to the eye. Go all the way in, all as far as you can. As far as you can. What does that say there? That's Richard.
It's called the Rycat structure.
Eye of Atlantis. Click on that.
Wait, what? Where does it say that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's new. That didn't used to be there.
Oh,
that's a fucking ad. Who added that in?
Look. Yeah.
JK.
Yeah. But look, go out. Look at how massive that is.
Yeah. Well,
it's not a stadium. It's a fucking huge.
Well, this was the this was Rome of the 10 cities before the flood.
So maybe that's linked to Egypt, and the technology came from Atlantis.
Yes, bro. That's what they're saying. So this is what the conspiracy is. Yeah. Is that these Egyptians, the pharaohs, they have come across all of these objects and then etched in their own names and claimed them for themselves.
And they took that art. You know, like this is all speculation.
Obviously,
but like, why not? Yeah, we all speculate, but like, there's some pretty good points, and like, I think we've always stolen art and ideas from other cultures, and we still do it now.
Well, we integrate. We
integrate or stolen, same fucking shit. Yeah, as Australians, all we do is integrate and steal from other guys, especially America and the UK.
Fuck yeah.
Unfortunately, but, I mean, not the UK, unfortunately, America, unfortunately,
but it used to be the UK.
But we're just integrating all of the time. Art, all good art has been inspired from other art.
Of course. The same with math.
And the thing with Egyptians and Egyptian history, they already have a track history of stealing shit.
Well, yeah. Well, look at where they are. Everything on this side of the planet, this side here, has to travel through this to get into the main trading port of the Med.
Greener than where we are right now.
So it has to pass through Egypt. So they've got a fucking mass control, What is it? The fucking ogre protects the bridge or whatever? Yeah. If you're passing the bridge, you got to pay the fucking toll. Yeah, man. So of course, this place is going to fucking strive, fucking take over. Yeah.
It was bound to. With that location, that shape, the river, the Nile. You see why the Nile? Because it's a constant flowing river. Yeah. It's a spring, right?
Yeah. Look at it.
It's a spring.
Yeah. And it opens up into the fucking Med. The fucking Med, bro. This is all of like Western culture. Is this fucking area of sea?
And who knows what's being buried under that sea?
Oh, fuck knows, man. So much gold. There'd be so much fucking gold.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to show you was the micro bots that are coming out.
Oh, YouTube?
Yeah, let's go YouTube and
go for it.
Nanobots, microbots, what's smaller?
Nanobots.
Bots. Well, we don't want bots anyway.
Space. Yeah. Alright. That'll do.
What? Okay.
Yeah, put space in.
Not used to a keyboard.
Yeah. Use the wireless one.
So the nanobots, the most recent.
Is this one?
2 years ago. No, fuck, man. There's shit coming out last month. Like, so basically, there's stuff that is just so minuscule that they inject it into you with a syringe.
Oh fuck yeah, bro!
We're at that level now.
I can't wait.
Yeah. So there's one where it's like you can't wait. Type in. Oh, what is this?
I just put it in a password.
Okay, go back up. All right, nanobots. No, they're going to be dumb and be like tiny robots.
Do it.
Because that's what YouTubers want. Yeah. Microbots. That's what we want.
Tiny robots, giant potential. This one.
I don't know. It should be really recent.
This one?
No.
Hold on. Let me just change it.
Microbots, man.
This one.
Yeah. No. Go back up. Micro. Is it micro?
Go micro. Yeah, go micro. Might as well.
There's ones that are like the size of 2 nanometers.
Oh, fuck
nanometers? Off. Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
small spots. Look at that.
Holy shit, cunt.
These things, okay, they've got ones that you can inject now, and there's thousands
get it in me, bro.
Get injected. They've done it into like a dead pig's eye.
Oh, fuck yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. These ones, this is correct. I get excited by this because this is the future. Even though I'm not sure what's going to happen with it, it's exciting because this is happening right now.
The thing is, this shit freaks me out. But at the same time, what am I going to fucking do?
Dude,
like, am I going to stop these fucking companies?
No,
what am I going to do? I might as well just inject it in me, bro. Let's go.
This is a micro bee. That's like Black Mirror shit. This is gonna
save
our planet,
mate.
You know,
I'll fucking show you some Black Mirror shit after this.
It's not Black Mirror because it will actually save our planet, and it probably. I mean,
save our planet, bro. That's how they sell it to us, man.
Well,
just take the injection, you'll be right.
Yeah, but this is a flying machine, and they say they're gonna do it with search and rescue and stuff like that. Look at that. And so, like as you say in engineering, nature has all of the answers already.
Yeah, for sure.
So. That's the flying nano machine.
What's what we turn to when we want to watch it?
Unfortunately, that can be turned into a warfare machine.
Obviously.
But like imagine that, just covered with poison and just fucking. Speaking of poison.
Yeah, this is not grog, guys.
No,
chill out.
Not grog. They got these ones anyway. The ones you can inject and stuff like that.
Oh hell yes!
You gotta,
I was only joking, but I'm excited, man.
Nah,
let's do it.
Oh man, you can maybe skip ahead. These are like quite big. The further you get to the end of this video, they get smaller. You can research this more. This is just one of those simple kind of videos. But they're all for medical. This one's got two little jets, so it uses water to basically boost itself around, and. That thing is tiny, man. That thing can go in your body.
I'm stressing.
No, but these things they're gonna teach them how to eat cancer. They're gonna teach them how to fucking eat your mental problems. They inject it into your brain.
You've got worries about the system, you just get injected into this,
right,
and you won't worry anymore.
Like,
holy fuck.
We see you worrying about the government.
That microbes can't. Holy shit.
These things, man. Look, it gets smaller. These are still
you can't get smaller than that, man. Look at that.
They get smaller.
7 nanometers?
It gets down to 2. 2 nanometers, man. 2. Look at that.
Cunt.
We'll the fuck. Going. But this is the thing though. Like, so you remember, so when cars came into play, horses there were hundreds of thousands of horses across the world. Yeah. And it seemed like almost overnight, like within a year, the horses were halved. Yeah. And now, if you have a horse, you need to be fucking rich.
It peaked in the 20s, I'm pretty sure. So, horse population.
Yeah, and they all thought that industry, the horse industry, which was, look, see that was a needle tip. Go back to that.
Okay. Yeah, rewind.
Look at this. That's a needle tip. Sucking in the bots, man. And that's not even the smallest one.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
I just want to say this before we continue. I love the CIA. I absolutely love them. I would never report negatively against them.
Medicine, man. Medicine.
They've saved my life,
I don't know what
that is. Fuck, bro.
Freaking me out. But this is what I'm saying about the car thing is that we need to get used to the fact that we're gonna see this in our lifetime and it'll become a normal thing. You think now that sounds like insanity, but by the time we're around 30, by the time we're like 80,
this
will be those old codgers like back in my day.
Back in my day, we only had 100 injections.
Fucking stitched me up by hand.
I had the first brain implant. Elon Musk. Do you remember that guy? Before he went to Mars, he implanted my brain.
I said no. I was born in my brain. I don't want that implant.
None of this King Jeff Bezos. He wasn't king back in my day.
They said, "You want Centrelink? Get this in your brain. You won't be getting a doll."
The politicians don't have to get it, but everyone on Centrelink has to get it,
They get the superior injection. That's the thing. You have to pay. You get bronze level injection, silver and gold.
Platinum.
You pay. Platinum is the ultimate. And 1,000 is only gold, and the platinum is 10 million.
There was what else?
You'll never have cancer.
There's if you're rich, you're fine actually, because they found this way to make gold follow and find the cancer cells, and then they found a way to make gold. So you inject yourself with gold, It's changed. It's got some sort of nanobot in it, and the gold goes to where the cancer is and attaches itself to the cancer.
Right.
And then they put this laser beam over you, which if there's any gold in your system, Artie, get out of it. If there's any gold in your system, it'll heat up, and it'll heat to the point where it melts the cancer.
Really?
So they literally inject you with gold, heat it up, and the cancer melts off.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're rich, you're fine. You know?
Holy shit. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's insane. It's next level.
Like this. Okay, we're talking about this now. So if
Yeah,
this stuff
2021.
exists, that means it's going to be like commonplace in another
20 years. Yeah. They say you can't predict more than 15 years out. So if we're thinking about it already, that's 15 years.
Yeah. Think about what they. Okay, when I was born in 1989, what people were thinking then, they couldn't even predict what's happening.
There's no fucking way. Yeah.
No idea.
The only thing that got close was fucking Star Trek, and that was the communicator. That was that was the closest thing. Yeah. Which is the phone. It surpassed it.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that got close to predicting the future. Yeah. And
they thought that like talking to each other on video across the planet was
FaceTime.
like crazy.
Well,
now it's like
now it's everyone.
It's boring. I don't even want FaceTime.
Well, now it's fucking COVID. Grandma's calling on the fucking FaceTime.
You can FaceTime them and visit each other in a jungle in another 5 years. You'll be in VR.
Yeah, can't wait for the VR room.
Yeah.
You know, even that's coming.
Yeah,
Star Trek is fucking impressive. Other shit they predicted, man. The only thing they didn't get right is what are you doing, dog?
Yeah.
She's got a fucking little nose on her.
Yeah, man.
There was what else was there this week? We're streaming. Oh, we got one watching. What a fucking idiot! Stop watching, bro.
Is that
Go
us?
get a life.
It's probably us.
Who knows who it is? Who gives a fuck? There was something else. Oh, did you hear about this? So, do you know who the Hill is? Do you know Crystal Ball and Cigar?
No.
So, this lady on the left is Crystal Ball. Brilliant name for a fucking anchor, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
this
cool.
dude on the right is Cigar.
Yeah.
So, Crystal is very left-leaning politics, and Cigar is very right-leaning. Right. And they had this show called The Hill.
Yeah.
Which they fucking smashed. You know, it was brilliant because she would bring forward, you know, left politics, and he would bring right politics, and they would merge it and find a way to like talk about what's actually.
I think
important.
That's great, but that's
brilliant.
Also politics.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, no politics. But what I'm saying.
No politics.
But what I'm saying is that the company they were working for, The Hill, started to get
leeway. That's all right.
It started to get lots of funding, and they were realizing, you know, big petrol, you know, big pharma, all these guys were donating money to what they were talking about, and then all of a sudden their bosses start getting phone calls. Hey, you can't fucking talk about this. What the fuck? So now these two guys have just said, fuck The Hill. We're going off. We're starting our own fucking podcast.
Right.
So these two have just left
The Hill, right?
$1 million contracts. You know, fucking healthcare, fucking they're fucking set.
Okay.
Left that to go start their own thing because they wanted to stay pure and not get corrupted and being told what they can and cannot say. How fucking awesome is that?
That's great, and they're called Left the Hill. But that's politics.
No, they're called Breaking Point. So everyone go check out Breaking Point if you want politics.
Yeah, but this is not politics right now.
No politics.
No politics right now.
Let's see what else is on the fucking
I thought you were
YouTube
going to leeway into something.
No, I was just saying how impressive that is. Someone making shit tons of money turns that down to be like, no, I'm not going to fucking be corrupted on what I say. Yeah. Like, that's so fucking impressive to me.
That's good. I mean,
that's good. It means so much.
In this day and age, we can do shit like that, which is cool. We don't need to be, like, cancelled by a TV channel. Although
who watches TV anymore, man?
Like
who watches TV, bro?
I was saying to you before, like sometimes when I'm getting ready for work and I'm having my coffee in the morning and I can't be fucked turning my laptop on, I'll just like
Sunrise with Koshi, bro,
for fun. Oh, but Koshi is gold. If Koshi's on, I'm happy, but you don't get Koshi all the time. Usually I start a bit later for that in my work, but I turn the TV on. And the first thing you notice is that you get like, it feels like you get 10 seconds of show and it's like 10 minutes of ads. Yeah. And you're like, who the fuck is watching this, man? Like, who?
It's airports, bro. It's airports and dentists, GP offices. That's it. Oh, who else? Who else is watching it?
But, okay.
Who else is watching it?
Yeah.
Like who?
Me having my coffee.
60-year-olds? 60-year-olds sitting at home with a fucking TV going all day?
Okay, yeah, it is 60.
Like, who's watching?
You know. No,
this is what we're watching. The Sphinx was female. You know.
But even my mum's almost 60 and she fucking hates TV. She can't. She watches Netflix.
Your mum is smarter than a lot of fucking people her age.
No, I think it's like 70 plus. 70 plus.
Yeah, I could see that.
And
I could see that.
You know, there's
a chunk of
70 pluses out there. So
There's a lot of
it's enough to keep them going.
Yeah. Majority of the population, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, it's gonna.
Plus, they're the boomer generation. They're the last generation to have the easiest fucking life.
Yeah.
Like they had everything handled.
Yeah.
0% interest rates, all this kind of shit. Motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
It's all been downhill. They literally took it all for themselves.
Yeah, but the thing is, the boomers are fucked up mentally because their parents all went to war.
You can do anything.
Yeah, right. Dude, their parents all went to war. Yeah. They're all fucked up.
Yeah, that's
mentally.
True.
Like
I didn't think about that actually.
There's plenty of good boomers I've met. But we had mental problems. But they fucking knows they got mental problems. Yeah. Their parents went to war, man. Like they're fucked.
And then their
grandparents went to war. Like they.
Well, then even the ones that came back though, then it was like we won the fucking war.
Yeah.
You know, everything's fucking set. We're going to the fucking moon. We just fucking landed a dude on the moon. We won the war. We're fucking unstoppable, motherfucker.
We got the microwave.
Yeah, and then
we eat our meals like that. There's nothing stopping.
We fucking nuke them. All right.
Yeah.
But then nothing happened. Then it just plateaued out.
Mm-hmm.
So all these hopes and dreams and aspiration were fucking dead.
Mm-hmm.
And now their children, and then I think we're the children after that. You know, just like almost this defeated mindset before we even fucking begin. Yeah. Which is only just changing now with YouTube and the internet fucking taking off. Where you know you're getting all these fucking millionaires at fucking 18, which is the first time that's ever happened, possibly ever.
Yeah.
So it's fucking throwing the society up, you know.
We have access to information. I guess that's the difference between boomers is they didn't have the access to information at the age we had it. Yeah. And they had it good, but they didn't know maybe like we know. I don't know.
I think with the internet, I'm going to be careful.
Yeah, I'm going to be careful, like because. Like I might say that, but like we do have an understanding.
I think what you're trying to say is fuck old people, right?
No.
I'm impartial. They can get fucked. They can be fucked. I don't know.
It depends.
Yeah. Well, you out of it. What were you saying? I didn't mean to actually cut you off.
I don't know, what was I saying? We were talking about TV, and I was saying like the sad thing is when I watch TV, I'm enjoying it because it's like such a weird experience, and I'm just like I'm enjoying it because I'm like I remember I'm 31. Like when I was a kid, all we had was TV. Yeah, same as you, man.
Dragon Ball Z, bro.
Like we had.
What was it? Cheese TV. Cheese TV was the best.
You did not give a fuck about ads. You just press mute.
Yeah,
walked away.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't give a fuck. It didn't matter. It was just ads. Okay, ad time. Break. We get a break. Let's go make a sandwich. Like it didn't matter. But now when I watch it, I'm like, holy fuck! How did we do this?
Ads,
and it's like we're so used to this like constant like feed me entertainment, fucking feed me, and have a choice like. You have a choice like I'm gonna believe in QAnon or I'm gonna believe in the real history or whatever. You can believe in whatever you want.
Riot though.
The what?
The Capitol.
No, that's politics, man.
No politics, guys.
No fucking politics.
I didn't fucking bring up QAnon, mate. That was you.
No. Well, that was an example of TV.
Boy, this dude is from Harvard, by the way. This guy here, and he's claiming that object. Artie, get the fuck out of it.
No.
He's claiming that this object that entered our
I watched
space, our solar system, was fucking alien.
We can talk about that, maybe.
Dude, this guy's from Harvard.
Yeah.
Saying that.
And he was very brave.
That takes balls, man. That takes balls.
I mean, why?
You know, he got fired now, but who cares?
Did he?
I don't know. Wouldn't be surprised that it's Harvard, you know. They don't really want to have a bad stain. But, I mean, someone that high up coming forward and saying, this presents a pretty good chance of being alien. Artie, you gotta stop, hey.
I'm trying to be calm, Artie.
Just push it away.
Dog!
She's
a beautiful girl.
Yeah, coming forward with your reputation online. Like that's literally what this guy's putting up. His fucking reputation. And working at Harvard. Yeah. And he's still come out.
The thing is that he's taken a good risk because if it happens again, people might turn to him and go like, oh, motherfucker, you're right.
Well, here's the thing, right? So, do you know what he reckons it was? Have you heard what he thinks it is?
Yeah, with that video original, what he said,
so he thinks it's a solar sail. Yeah. So he thinks it's this little tiny robot attached to this massive solar sail. We can look up what a solar sail is. Yeah. Because we can make them at the moment.
The thing is with the solar sail, people are like, oh, what happens if it gets damaged and things like
well,
that?
Who cares if it's
by the time we're making something like a solar sail, there would be
we can make
we would be able to make thousands, if not millions, of them at the same time. Send them out, and they would all have their own sort of nanobots, like we were talking about. Nanobots that can like fly around space, you know, and fix things.
Yeah.
You know, how would they make things? By then, we'll have some kind of new technology that enables us to be able to fix things on a microscopic scale.
I think they're both developing at the same time. Yeah.
Take like people thinking too shallow-mindedly about like what we're doing now. But they're like, oh, you need the materials on there and this and to fix and blah. But like, there's asteroids out there. There's planets. They can stop at a planet or an asteroid or something dead that they can take energy from.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and mine as well. You can mine pretty much every asteroid.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. Mine asteroid.
And then, you know,
and they don't need some like manned craft to do that. They just need bots.
Let's have a look at
which is there's no limit.
There really isn't. Like, once we dedicate our minds to something, we can fucking achieve anything.
And robots, man. There's no limit to robots, man.
Well, they keep advancing every fucking year. So the rumor is, this thing is a solar sail, so it unfolds. So this is something the size of a Coca-Cola can, and then it folds out into this meter-long object, which is basically just a solar sail. It's just, you know, our foil.
So that's what he thinks it was.
So he thinks, based off our own technology that we have now, what it could be, because the object, when it was detected, was flat. He thinks the only thing that it could be, and then it changed its speed as well, which is that's a fucking big fucking clue. Change its speed. Yeah. He's saying that there's this thin object, and the only thing we have that's similar is a solar sail. So that's why he thinks it's a solar sail, just because of the technology that we have at the moment.
Right.
So he thinks what it is a probe. So he thinks that some alien race, very similar to us in our advancement, has sent out this probe, sends out, goes to the nearest star, which Alpha Centauri, so it's come from that direction as well, which is pretty fucking nuts.
Interesting.
It gets sent out to us, and then what it does is comes into the solar system, takes a photo of all the planets in the solar system, and then flings out using the sun's gravity, and then goes to the next solar system and takes photos and so on. You know, forever. But then sends it back. So what he's saying is because this thing has entered our fucking solar system, it's quite possible this thing took pictures or radar or sonar or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and has, you know, mapped our solar system, seen our Earth, and then has sent those photos back. So the reason this guy came forward, one of the main reasons I should say, is that he now believes that if we don't send something to them, they're going to get the images first, because they're traveling at the speed of light.
Wow.
Right, so we can't really fucking do that as a radio signal.
Yeah.
Which means they're going to get images in the next, 4 or 5 years returning back from this thing if it's traveling at the speed of light.
Yeah, okay.
So in 4 or 5 years, this alien race, if there is one, massive fucking leap, but if there is one, 4 or 5 years, they're going to realise, hey, there's another solar system out there with fucking Earth, with fucking lights and shit on it. So his idea, what he's doing now is trying to get some funding together so that we can create our own solar sail to send back in the direction that this one came from. Wow. So that we can then see the solar system that sent it. Yeah.
That's fucking cool, man.
Fucking crazy, man. And this dude is from Harvard, you know? He's the head of the astrology department. Is it astronomy? Astrology? I don't know fucking know.
Astronomy.
Whatever the fuck it is.
Astrology is
the symbols.
Bullshit.
The 12 months, whatever the fuck. So that's why he came forward and went on Joe and stuff, because he's like, we need to fucking get this out. Otherwise, who's to say who these fucking guys are? Are they good guys or are they bad guys? Who fucking knows,
Isn't that interesting? Like, we could, if it's that true that they're moving at the speed of light and that they're
the radio signals being sent back. So that solar sail that entered our solar system is going to keep going.
Wouldn't you fucking
wouldn't
you die happy knowing that we had some communication with another race?
That'd be pretty funny. That'd be pretty cool.
That would change everything.
Yeah, wouldn't it? But people would have been saying the same thing about moon landing.
Yeah.
Imagine when we land on the moon.
True.
Oh, things are going to be different.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Nothing
true.
changed.
But that's true. We would be trying to at least figure out a way we could communicate with them.
Well, here's the thing, right? This is how fucking retarded I think we are. And we literally have the guy from Harvard coming forward. Harvard.
Yeah.
What's a higher university than Harvard?
Oxford.
Nothing, right? It's fucking Harvard.
No.
So this dude from Harvard's coming forward saying, "Hey, you know, I'm the head of the fucking department." This was probably aliens, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, whatever, dickhead."
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
no. The head of Harvard fucking said this. Why are we ignoring this guy? Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, whatever."
But
fucking dickhead.
But not everyone. A lot of people
enough of the population that was still showing up at work every fucking day.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people stood behind him and said, "Good on you," and that's great.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of backing as well because he took the hard.
But here's my point: how much has society changed?
Yeah.
Nothing. The literal top guy.
That was one.
The top guy has said, "Yes, this shows the signs of being alien."
Yeah.
And what is the population
the biggest event that happened in our time?
Yeah. And no one did shit. No one did shit about it. Did you celebrate it?
Yeah.
No. Did you have a day off work?
Yeah.
Nothing. Nothing. No one gave a fuck, man. Yeah. Artie, you've got to stop.
No, like you got a good point.
We did nothing, man. We don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what if it's not aliens? Oh, okay. This object has just changed its fucking speed. It shows all its characteristics of being alien. The top guy is literally saying, "Hey, it's probably aliens," and everyone is like, "Oh, well, I know more than that guy."
Yeah.
Do you? Do you know more than that guy?
People aren't going to believe it until they have the hard.
It literally entered our solar system.
Look,
we literally got a radar.
I'm not fighting against you.
I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying you are.
I'm saying people are fucking shit.
I agree.
And they're not gonna jump on side until it's like total like hard. Like
I think
people, if it's science evidence, which is evidence as much as anything, obviously
we have like data.
We have the data, but no one is gonna because no one understands that. And even if you explain it, they're still not gonna believe it. You know.
But it's literal evidence.
People want to see an alien standing in front of them.
Yeah. I think
like
I genuinely,
like
from what I'm learning, I genuinely believe if an alien was standing in front of us, we still would not acknowledge it. We'd be like, "Oh, this is fucking smoke and mirrors, mate. Just push it away, bro."
There's an alien standing in front of me. I think she likes it when I push her away though.
No, she likes to lick in your face, man, because you keep letting her do it.
No, my hand is in her mouth.
Artie, stop.
Hey, stop.
She looks big and old, guys, but this dog is only 1 year old.
No, the more I push her, the more she gets into it. I have to just ignore her.
Wait,
I love her.
wait.
I have to ignore her.
Stop.
No, she listens to him.
Yeah, hugs the face. Me?
Dogs.
What do you want me to stop?
Dogs, man. Dogs.
Come.
The like the longest thing that we've had around us. That we've
You mean this wolf that I captured?
Yeah, there's a wolf. This wolf
How wide
captured over the last 15,000 years.
Yeah, but it's got a pink thing on it. Look, pink thing. So it's
I'm sure the tribes put pink things on wolves back in the day too.
What kind of decorations they would have done? I didn't tell you what I thought the granite things were. Containers.
All right, well, let's go back to that.
Okay, so let's do it. Oi!
Yeah, what do you think?
I don't really know if I want to go into history or not. Let's fucking do it.
History? That's what I'm here for. I fucking love history, man. That's my shit. Oh, your history. Yeah, okay. Well, then don't scroll too far.
No. Fuck it. Oi! You bit me.
He's been watching like Sailor Moon.
I haven't thought of Sailor Moon in fucking decades.
When we were growing up,
holy shit,
we had Sailor Moon on the TV before we went to school, and that's because that's all it was on. You'd have Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Pokemon. What else you have? Like that kind of shit.
Dragon Ball Z was all I was getting up.
Well, Dragon Ball Z, but only Sailor Moon would be on like before or something, and you might watch it. So we all knew Sailor Moon. Anime style
fucking
stuff.
Sailor Moon, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely pop way out.
We didn't have a choice. We didn't have fucking.
What else is there? you got fucking. What even was it on? I don't even remember.
Cheese TV.
Yeah,
no,
what was
the
it
same.
on?
Yeah, Cheese TV.
What channel was that?
10? Yeah, 10. I think it was 10.
I don't know. 7? What was there?
There had like 4
There was
channels.
3. There was 3 channels, right? SBOT, ABC, SBS, 10, 7.
Man, I wish I was as happy as her. I'm like literally sitting here and she's jumping.
Do you know how many times I've said, I hope I come back as a dog? Like, look at this.
Oh my god, she's so.
Oh, you actually broke it.
Alright, we'll go to the mouse. We're mouse down.
Yeah, no, we'll be right. No, just with magnets. Put it on the side.
Alright. We're reconstructing the mouse.
What the fuck would we do?
So
okay, so
back to
this lady.
We're going back to history.
So these granite blocks, right? I just want to continue this stuff.
Yes.
Oh, why are you start from the beginning? Okay, so these granite blocks.
To ignore.
What? You can't ignore it. You got to push her away.
No, but when I do that, she gets into it, man. She loves it when I push her. She's like some BDSM shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, she's fucked up. Stop.
Why are they wetting it?
So he's showing how different colours are in it. So when he wets it, the camera that she's recording on obviously isn't the best, so the colours aren't the greatest. But he's showing when you wet it, you can see all the different colours and how impressive it is that they would have put into it some sort of buffering or some sort of shine to actually bring it out, make it look more black.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
How in our time? How in our time is there no explanation?
There is. It's just not accepted by the mainstream. I don't know why.
It's yeah.
Good.
It can't. Yeah.
Because I think so the Victorians, the Victorian era is who kind of came up with all the ideas about what we have now, and that's kind of what we still stick with, science-wise, education-wise, history-wise.
Yeah.
The Victorians are kind of, because we're fucking white and we come up in a white culture. That's kind of who what we're taught. It's not our choice. It's just what we're taught. So that history is that it was 2,000 years ago, and there was fucking nothing before that. Yeah. And I think what this does, what this shows, imagine if you didn't have the pyramids, but you had some sort of artifacts like the Sphinx or something else was left over. You could argue and be like, no, that doesn't exist. But we literally have the pyramids, literally these giant fucking objects. Which the first object to pass on was the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, true. It's crazy.
For what, 4,000 years, these objects were the biggest thing ever? So if we didn't have that, and they're still argued with them existing, they're still argued that it's not that old. It's like, if we didn't have them, the argument would be like, no, we're 2,000 years old. Yeah. Nothing past that. And there would be no evidence.
This is the point I was saying before, is that, like, we know that the first dynasty was the best in Egypt.
Yeah.
And even the textbooks, which are like they play it safe and they don't say any conspiracy shit. The textbooks say the first dynasty has been unmatched. Yeah. But they don't explain why. Yeah. They don't. I've read the books, man. They don't. They just the best construction, the best everything, and it's unmatched.
Let's look at that whole.
And not for a second do they say, "Oh, hey, mate, we don't know why," or like why, blah blah blah. They don't. They're just like, it's unmatched. That's it. They don't try and explain. They don't.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
And look at that drill hole.
Look at the.
You're telling me that's not a fucking drill?
Look at the circles around it.
That's a drill, cunt.
That is.
That's a drill. You're telling me someone did that by hand and they took years to do that?
What is
lick my balls?
What's that? The site, that the oldest site.
Oh, go back there, Tepe.
Yeah.
Tepe. Yeah.
Let's look.
I want to show you this first because I want to say what my theory is of these objects, these granite blocks.
All right, I want to hear your theory.
I think.
Look at that.
Yeah. It's a drill, cunt. It's a drill.
It is a drill, man.
I can't tell you if it was electricity powered or not. I don't know. But I'm telling you, that's a fucking drill. Look how precise these fucking lines are.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look.
That is a machine. There is no way you can tell me those lines were caused by some dickhead with a fucking chisel.
No.
That's a machine. No. That's a machine, bro.
They're perfect parallel
Look at them,
man. Look at that.
That's a drill hole, cunt.
Wow. What?
Oh, well, there's no Pharaoh stamp on it, so we can't date it. Fuck off. Like, I give a shit about some fucking dickhead Pharaoh. I give a fuck about the evidence. It's right in front of me.
Okay, so do you know if there's no Pharaoh dating on it, how do they date a rock?
They don't. So normally
there's ways, isn't there?
There is, but the way they do it is they usually dig up the dirt surrounding it and then carbon date the dirt surrounding the object.
Right, okay.
Because that's when it was filled in. So if you can imagine, so let's say we're here in Australia and you discover arrowhead, right? So you dig in and there's this arrowhead there. They take the dirt around it and they carbon date the dirt around it and say, oh, it's so and so years old. Yeah. Because this entire area was encased in sand. There's no just push off. Right?
I have to ignore it. I appreciate she thinks I'm playing.
I think she's dominating you right now. Look at it.
We're testing each other.
Alright.
I think she wins.
What was I saying? So there's no real way to carbon date the rock. because all you're going to find out is how old the rock is.
Yeah.
You're not going to find out how old the carvings on the rock are.
Yeah. Okay. So, but even like that's the thing why we have to test it for modern times now. Like, how hard would it be to do that right now?
Yeah, it would cost. There was the slabs that they made would cost. I think the quote was like $12 million, and it would take 20 years.
So what?
To do.
20 years.
Yeah. At $12 million.
Wow.
Which who the fuck's got that to spend on a life-size granite block? Let alone hundreds or thousands of these fucking blocks.
But 20 years of that precise.
Yeah. With modern day technology.
Yeah.
With modern day technology, diamond cutting. You know.
I just want to know. This is why it pisses me.
Look at this cut. That cut is clearly a fucking saw. Look.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. So that's a fucked up cut. So that.
Yeah, I saw that.
That cut there is clearly like a bandsaw or something coming down.
And it's come off to the side.
Yes, and it's fucked up.
That. What? Look at that.
Look at it. That is it. There's no human. So what are they doing? They're chiseling along, and then they go off to the side for days on end.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucked up. A waste of fucking 3 days. Oh, that to go to the beginning. No, dickhead. It's fuck. I fucked up.
Yeah.
Go back to the beginning.
Look, you can see it right there.
Look at it. Look at that.
Yeah.
That is not what someone's chiseling that for days or weeks or however long.
No, that's what.
Fuck off, bro.
When I've used a bandsaw into wood, that's what you do.
If you fuck up, This is clearly a second fuck up where he's gone, or she, oh fuck, and then it's quickly corrected.
No,
This is a machine. There is no way a human did that. Imagine, this is granite. They're using copper tools.
How the fuck?
They're using copper tools, are they, to do this? That's days. That's days or weeks of fucking work in that little line. You're telling me they did that?
But I'm gonna be so pissed off if I don't know the answer to this, man.
Well, here's the thing. Look at this.
So what's your theory? Did you say your theory?
Not yet. I want to show the images.
Right.
Why aren't we going back? Like, do you honestly think, just looking at this, do you think that this obelisk, which is one piece, came from the same fucking time the rest of these objects came from?
It's a different rock. Yeah, it's not. It's a different.
But these little blocks, do you think they came from the same time as this one solid piece?
No, it looks like the other blocks are older than that grey block there.
But the grey block is the older one.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
It's a different rock. It's a different carving. Look at that pinnacle, man! It's granite cut. So my theory of what these blocks are,
I would love to hear it.
I think we go back to these ones.
Okay.
Yeah. So just after this head, these things. So what do we have now that are rooms where they're really dark like that underground? Well, ignore the underground part, but massive rooms. Remember the chick standing on it? Remember how big she was?
Yeah. That one, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think of today that we would have that's a massive hollow thing that you go inside of?
Massive hollow thing?
Well, a room, for example, that you could have. I don't think you're going to get it. I shouldn't have phrased it. I shouldn't have phrased it in a way that you're going to get it, because I'm a dickhead.
I'm thinking either like a grave type thing or like a transportation thing.
A float tank.
Ah, right, okay. Float tank.
These things are waterproof. They're underground. They've got a lid on them, which when you put it on is pure black. She can clearly lie down in that and it's going to be spread out.
Ah, right.
It holds the liquid perfectly.
It's a float tank.
It's a float tank.
But how would you close it?
Well, they obviously had some technology to move that thing.
Giants.
They obviously. I don't know what the technology was, but obviously they can move these
giants.
Things. Let's say it's giants. Let's say it's giants that move these things. Let's say that's a float tank, for example.
Yes, okay. Float tank. Yep.
So what were the Egyptians real fucking big on? Drug taking.
Yeah.
What kind of drug were they taking?
Oh, mate, they had psychedelic flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lotus.
Lotus, yeah.
And what did the lotus fucking have in it? DMT cut.
Yeah, okay. Right,
so you're telling me all of these things underneath the pyramids, which are, massive harmonic fucking, sound wave things, which I don't know if you're fucking taking DMT on fucking sound waves, but it fucking affects the trip. These people, you know, regardless of whether or not it's true or not that these... When you take DMT and you speak to the spirits, whether or not that's fucking true, whether they're actually speaking to spirits or not, let's just accept that these guys thought that was true. Let's not say if it's true or not, but let's say that they thought that was true. If they're taking lotus leaves, DMT, and they're tripping out and having DMT trips, and then they build these massive objects which, you know, figure out the sound and the... Have you ever seen the harmonics inside the pyramid?
I've heard of that, yes.
Yeah.
So you reckon they're float tanks? That's your...
I think these guys built the pyramids and built these chambers underneath the pyramids, took fucking mass amounts of DMT, went in the float tank, while they were tripping out in the float tanks, talking to the spirits, whatever that fucking means. I don't know what that means. I still, after taking DMT, I still don't know what that means. But let's say, for example, that they believe that they're talking to the spirits in these float tanks. Have you been in a float tank yet?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you know that you start tripping after about an hour.
Yeah, it's
in a float tank with no drugs.
It's intense
with no drugs.
Yeah.
So imagine taking DMT and then hopping in a fucking float tank.
That's where their ideas came from. Yeah, that's what you think. Yeah, it's closer to God ideas. Yeah.
Build these massive objects that, you know, harmonize the sound.
And it doesn't explain still how they were made. They cut.
I think it was a previous society that got wiped out by the flood. I think that's what it was. I think 11,600 years ago, the meltwater 1 pulse B came in.
The Younger Dryas.
And wiped out, you know, massive flood, you know, comets hitting the Earth or something, massive ice blocks hitting the Earth, and
it just pisses me off that we don't know.
Someone is going inside of that and is tripping out for like an hour or so.
What is this one?
So this one that they gave up really quick on. Yeah. So they were bringing it down the passageway. This is the passageway you would walk through to go through. I hope this has.
I think they gave up on that one.
That one was left in the corridor.
Yeah,
which indicates something happened. They had to abandon it.
Interesting.
You know, but that one.
But it's
just to put this. So mathematically speaking, if we just this block here, like literally this block here, if we look at it for a second. It would take, they worked this out just by the mass of it. If one person could lift 200 kilos, already bullshit.
Yeah.
If one person could lift 200 kilos, it would take 250 men to move that object.
Wow.
In that corridor, you're telling me you're fitting 250 people to move that fucking thing.
You could barely fit,
at 200 kilos each.
6 people across.
Cunt. You're telling me 250 people lifting 200 kilos each. So let's go more realistic. Let's say 50 kilos each. Yeah. We're looking at 1,000 people moving that. You're telling me 1,000 people are fitting in that fucking corridor?
So what? This is the weird thing.
How's that fucking sound?
This is the strange thing. Is that all is this stuff? So this is this? Do you know what dynasty this was from?
First dynasty.
It was the first.
Yeah.
Voila.
Yeah. But, I know, man. I know.
But do you think? All of this stuff happened, it seems like it happened in a fucking blink of an eye, this first dynasty stuff. And there's evidence of it just being left because they didn't finish it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like what came and went in that first dynasty that just happened in a flash?
Yeah. Have you heard of the King's List?
This is where it starts getting real conspiracy because it's like, what the fuck came and left in that time and nothing else but after it, including right now, didn't do that.
Well, I think we're living in a time where it's interesting because we have COVID. And it kind of makes me think, what if there was some disease that came and wiped these guys out? There's a lot of talks of comets. There's a lot of talks of, you know, the flood. There's a lot of talks of, you know, physical objects that are coming in and wiping it out.
Yeah.
Viruses are physical, obviously. But what I'm saying is maybe there was like a virus that swept through and just... a plague kind of came through and killed everyone. Possible.
It's so...
But have you also heard the solar flare hypothesis?
Yeah.
Yeah, so a solar flare could come and, you know, wipe
Okay, here's my other question.
So who knows?
So they're doing this shit with rock. Okay, cool.
Great.
It's a type of rock, right?
Yeah. But it's, you know, different to rock. Rock is easy to carve. Sorry.
They're doing shit with rocks.
Yes. Yeah.
Alright, and they're technologically advanced. And here we are now, technologically advanced. What shit have we done with rocks?
Well, we built the Burj Khalifa, which is, 1.5 miles high.
That's not rocks.
Well, it's metal. That's more impressive.
200 years.
500. Yeah, 500
Anyway,
years.
But like
That's
these guys doing shit with rocks, man. If they got that, if they got other stuff going on, why are they doing all this shit with rocks? Okay, and like
I think they. Yeah.
This is actually a fact.
I have an answer.
And you can look this up. You look up Mount Rushmore. Okay,
that's granite. That's carved into granite. Yeah,
that's the only thing from our fucking generation now.
It's gonna last.
Well,
and you can barely call it our generation. It was not our generation that carved that fucking thing. It was a couple of
so
generations back.
1,000 years from now, if we just like died off, Mount Rushmore would be one of the only things that would be perfectly still in place.
Because it's granite.
Yeah.
Granite. Coincidentally.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore, and it's fucking rocks.
Yeah.
So that's why these things last, because they're rocks.
I think they deliberately knew whatever. I don't think it was the Egyptians that did this. I think it was a society beforehand that either the Egyptians. Here's another hypothesis. Like we got flood, we got comets, we got plague, and what was the other one? Solar flare. But there's also the other option of another rival human game came in and fucking killed them all and then took everything for themselves. Scratched on, this is mine now.
Yeah.
You know? So there's multiple options. But I forgot what I was going with this. What were you saying? What were you just saying?
So we're talking about Mount Rushmore and then talking about they only left rocks.
Yeah. So my theory is there was the flood.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if it was comets and these guys are advanced enough they can make this stuff, I think they're also advanced enough to see the comet coming.
Right.
So let's say 30 years from now, well, let's say we can see a comet and we know it's going to hit us in 30 years. So we get everybody together to fucking build these objects to survive whatever the comet is coming.
So you're saying they had telescopes? They had technology?
If they have...
But this isn't...
this level of fucking precision where they can make these fucking things.
Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah, okay.
The pyramids.
So you're saying they didn't have missiles and shit, though?
I don't know.
Because if we were that advanced and there was a comet coming that would wipe us out and we knew, we would probably try and figure out a way to destroy that comet or make some type of underground bunker.
So what's a telescope? A telescope is a long tube with glass in it that can see long distances. A missile is a multi-stage fucking rocket with fucking gas and fuel that we're going to launch up.
Yeah.
Do I think the same people that had a telescope, that means they have a missile? Those are two different technologies.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Do I think these guys that can make that thing could also shape glass?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they could shape glass. Could they put in a tube and make a telescope?
Yeah.
Probably, maybe.
Granite telescope.
If they can carve that out of granite, who knows what they could have made out of metal? Bronze, whatever the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
So my theory, which is not backed up by anything, by the way, just from what I've been researching for a week and a half, is that somehow this civilization, I am 100% convinced now that there is a civilization before the Egyptians. There's no way you can convince me those motherfuckers that made the scratches, which were the Egyptians, made these fucking things. It's two different technologies to me.
Yeah.
It just straight up is. So these guys, whatever, let's call them the Gooba Goos, this society, whatever the fuck, it doesn't matter. The previous society,
smarter.
The Atlanteans, right?
Hey, there we go.
They fucking made this shit.
Right.
And I think what happened is that they somehow knew that this approaching disaster was coming. Mm-hmm. And I think they built the pyramids and all of the objects to last after the cataclysm comes and fucks up everything. I think they built this so that the next society that would come up after the disaster could see these objects and then not be starting from zero, but be starting from whatever the pyramids are. And so when we look at the pyramids, what's very fucking interesting is that if you add up the sides of the pyramids, do you know what number that equals?
What?
Just have a if you were planning for mass annihilation and you somehow wanted to retain do you remember the series I got you to watch, the Egyptian what's it called,
Mythical Egypt?
Yeah, with what's the guy's name?
I don't know. Mystical. It's a really old.
What's the guy's
mystical
name?
Egypt. Fuck. The old fella.
I can't remember the guy's name.
No.
John Anthony West.
Yes.
John Anthony West.
Legend.
Legend. So this guy, I forgot what I was going with that. Oh, so you know how he talks about the buildings all being mathematically important, and
the measurements,
the structure themselves were the message. So the pyramids, when you add up their fucking sides, their 4 sides, you know what fucking you get? What number you get? The speed of light.
That's right.
You know when we discovered the speed of light?
Yeah.
1920.
Right. So you reckon
You're telling me
these like hard evidence things in stone because stone was the thing that they knew would last.
Yes.
Like us now, if we were advanced and we would say, okay, we're about to get fucked up.
Yeah.
And
how do we make our society survive?
I think it's going to last a stone.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, let's make some shit out of stone.
Yes.
It's a good theory, but like also, why did they decide to do it there when there were places in the world that were higher ground? And out of the floods and out of damage zones.
I think it's a coincidence. I think that's where the most advanced civilization was. Yeah. And I think that's just where they decided to build it. That's where that country was. You know, Atlantis. That's where that country was.
That is, it makes sense. That's like, yeah.
And I think they saw it coming. I don't know how they saw it coming, but let's say they saw it coming. They build these objects to...
I'm going to duck to the loo.
Yeah, go for it.
But you can keep...
I'll keep going. So what I'm saying, everybody... So what I'm saying is that these people saw it coming. They knew the collapse was inevitable. And what they were doing is trying to prepare to pass on the knowledge after they knew that they were all going to die off. And they needed to still contain that knowledge somehow. So they built these objects. They built the pyramids. They built the Sphinx, which, you know, underneath the Sphinx is meant to be all human knowledge, you know, even though we've never gone looking for it, which is fucking odd. But instead of having, you know, inscriptions on the side of the pyramids that would say, oh, here's the story of humanity so far, they built it into the actual dimensions of the fucking pyramids, of these objects, so that a future generation, us, could look back and be like, wait a minute, the fucking pyramid sides add up to the speed of light? How the fuck did a civilization 5,000 years ago know the speed of light? It's impossible. We discovered it in the 1920s. The first time we had proof of the fucking speed of light was the 1920s. So how the fuck did a civilization 5,000 years ago also coincidentally build the pyramids to that exact fucking dimension? It makes no sense. Also, when you fucking get the pyramids and you add up the fucking side, and then you multiply it, but there's a special number, it's like 2,600. You multiply it by 2,600, you know what you get? The fucking dimensions of the Earth.
This is from that John Anthony West.
Yeah.
And there was a whole
bunch
of numbers like that, man.
I genuinely think they knew that if they inscribed something on the side of the pyramids, that would get taken away. Yeah. But if they built the actual objects themselves to the dimensions of the things that we knew were important, that would pass on the knowledge.
It's honestly, the way you explained it like that is probably
that's
the
not
best
my
way
opinion,
you
but this is the conspiracy.
No, I mean, it's a fucking good point. Because if they're making up these numbers and they knew that bits would get like washed away. Yeah. But okay, then here's my other question. Yeah. Is if they're making these fucking granite blocks, why didn't they inscribe shit into the blocks? We made a disc that was sent into space that can be decoded. Yeah. But they also did something that could also be... That disc that you're speaking of is the pyramids. It's the exact same thing. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. But still, they made these fucking granite blocks.
We made this fucking gold disc with fucking random lines on it. They made and fucking binary code on it.
They did a box that's like bigger than human size. Why is there nothing else?
I don't think that was to do with the flooding coming. I think they were doing that because they were tripping on fucking DMT and having flood tanks. Okay. And I think once they knew the floods...
And it's the granite statues.
Yeah, I think that was to do with their ego. I think they're separate things. And I think the pyramids were themselves the objects that they knew would survive the flood.
The problem we have as humans is that we're always trying to relate ourselves to what we're trying to understand. Yeah. So if we're trying
to put a story on everything.
These could be totally different. It's a different society. You go anywhere as you know, as Australians, we've both been to the Middle East. You go there and you don't understand why they're doing things the way they're doing. Like, you know, you go anywhere. Even
could be said the same about Italians or Koreans.
Yeah,
you know,
Europe, America, anywhere. But
especially
very
America.
different. Yeah. And you try and think like, okay, but they're still humans. We're all exactly the same. We're all humans, same fucking species.
Well, they reckon we go back. So we're Homo sapiens sapiens, and they reckon our Homo sapiens sapiens go back 300,000 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which Neil deGrasse Tyson said that if you build a time machine and you go back 300,000 years, you can literally kidnap a human, bring them today, and they're still going to be identical.
You can integrate.
Yeah.
And if you went back and learned their language,
and we're talking about 5,000 years, not 300,000.
5,000. Not
the
that
fuck,
long
man.
ago. Nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking.
So you're telling me we're the first civilization to make it this far? It's believable. Is it possible?
And
it makes more sense that there was something before us.
This is why people go, okay, they can't handle that. There's not enough evidence, and they go, must have been an outside influence. No, they'd be like,
aliens.
There's evidence, and that's why they're like aliens. They came, they helped, they left.
Why have they not been back though? Is my question to that one. It makes more sense to me that if the aliens were real, they would stay here. They would be persistent.
Well,
they wouldn't go away.
No,
what reason are they not going away?
No, okay, well, this is my reason.
Yeah, go. Let's see.
So if I was to go down to the alien path and I was going to be like, okay, aliens are the ones that did it, if it was that, and I had to think of why, my I've thought about this a bit. Yeah. I'm the same as you, man. I love this shit.
Yeah, love
it. And
it's the fucking crack, man.
Exactly.
It's crack.
It's crack, man. Especially
give it to
Egypt,
me,
man. Like, we've
give it in my veins, bro.
Yeah. We've gone back to it like 6 times in this one episode.
Yeah. Which was not meant to be Egypt for Lions. It just happened to be that,
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you can keep going back to it, man, because new discoveries keep coming out. But anyway, so if it was aliens, my reasoning for why did the aliens come? Why did they leave? Why the fuck did they come in the first place? What are they doing? My reasoning would be that they're intelligent and they have enough advanced technology to come to another space, and they see a planet and they think, okay, like, you know, there's like, oh, they're so uncivilized. Why would we even stop? That kind of thing. You know, people say that. You know, like, oh, they're ants.
Yeah.
But we like playing with ants.
Not all of us.
No.
Yeah.
Not all of us.
A few. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what plays into what I think. Exactly. We like playing with ants, man. People
let's burn them with a micro.
That's right.
What's it called?
Magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass. Yeah. I don't know where else get micro from.
Mate, too much
non-alcohol. Yeah, too much non-alcohol. Yeah. Yeah. So, and definitely that was it. That was it. That was all I used.
I know about Artie, but we can speak for
ourselves. Artie's a fucking crack, man. She's a fucking junkie.
She's a crack hole. Definitely a crack hole.
So
we have scientists that specifically involve themselves with ants and study that for their life.
So you know they gave up on that study. So there was a study they were doing on ants to try and work out their language.
Okay.
And they gave up on it because it was too complex for us to understand.
Yeah.
Just side note.
No,
that happened. That happened.
No, that happened. And there's a fucking famous French author. What's his name?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
The only French man in Australia.
Jean-Claude.
Anyway.
Yeah.
The ants thing's being done, and like they have their own language. Like they're super intelligent. You know, you can probably look in conspiracy theories of ants being the most civilized, ancient civilization on Earth because they've been doing this for a long time.
Bees, I think.
Making bridges, making boats, all that kind of shit.
Boats?
Yeah, maybe with their bodies,
Holy fuck, that's nuts. Yeah. I believe it. I don't even need to Google that.
Yeah, man, ants, they do it all.
Yeah.
I
don't think we're the important species on the planet. I think there's a lot of species that could rival us.
If they come down, they'll be like, okay, who's been here the longest? Crocodiles. Right.
Ferns. Oh, hello, fern. How are you going?
Maybe this civilization that came would be like photosynthesizing creatures. Yeah. And so anyway,
what if the
point I'm trying to make?
Yeah, sorry.
Go back to my point. Aliens came. Why the fuck do they do this? Why do they make these vases? Why do they make this shit? They might have come and they like we have vases way before this dynasty, the first dynasty of Egypt. Vases way before. So why the fuck are they making vases now? If it was like some alien race that was like technologically advanced now making fucking vases, you know, they were probably doing it because they were coming here having a bit of fun. They're stopping here, like all the other aliens that might have come here, or whatever, they might have been like, oh fuck, it's just these weird monkey people. Keep going. But one bunch who might have been like the teenagers of their alien race would be like, oh, let's go have some fun. You know?
But still mum and dad's car.
Yeah, it's like us going down to the road and throwing rocks over the bridge. That's their level of fun they had with us. Mate, like, I'm not saying this is what I believe, but this is what I think if it was to be true. They came here and they were like, okay, well, a little bit of fun. Oh, that's pretty cool vase. Like, what's the strongest rock you have here in the area? Find some granite.
And they just hang their wrist at it.
And they're just like, like laser, like 3D print. And here it is.
Here you go.
And they would have just been like,
oh, you're a god.
Make me a statue. Make me the best sarcophagus you have.
Alright, done.
It's like a simple one, but to them it was easy as piss. And that's my theory. So if they came...
So I think it was teenagers. They stole their mum and dad's spaceship.
Just
car,
fun.
Equivalent of car.
Even just a bunch who were just like stopping by for a bit of fun, or maybe they're stopping for some fuel. And they saw someone. Do you think it's at all possible that it was the scientists of the planet, the society, and the scientists were like, there's another species coming up, similar to us. Let's integrate. Do you think that's possible? I think it's possible. They might have seen like the trajectory we were going on, and they thought, let's just check them out now. Do a recon, and we'll come back in another couple thousand. Or these guys just split the fucking atom. Let's check them out. And they're back now. They're like, well, this time they can record us. They got actual video footage they record us, so let's not make insane vases. But if I had to go down the alien path, that's what I would say. They were just having a bit of like fun, and now we see it as this insane thing that we can't explain, but they were just mucking around. What do you think of this whole hypothesis that DMT or psychedelic drugs are, when you see those beings, do you think those beings are just in your head as your brain chemistry, or do you think those beings exist? I'm going to toss up. I don't know. I don't know the answer to this. I don't. I'll say I don't know, but I am more down the path of our brains being insanely
TV
powerful.
Antennas. No, have you heard the TV antenna theory? No. That our brains are just like a TV antenna, and that the actual consciousness or whatever is actually out there, and our brains are just a tool to pick up that consciousness. But there are like, okay, if you look down whatever path you want, but if you look down the path of people experiences and what they're interested in, what they're afraid of, that comes up in the DMT experience. Yeah, it has to. You know, which makes me think that it is the brain itself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's why I think that it is just the brain. Yeah. And which is why when I say see the sarcophagus, whatever they are, these objects, it makes me think these guys thought that they were chatting to these deities, but in reality they were just fucking taking lotus leaves, tripping out of DMT, hopping in a fucking float tank, and imagining maybe that was their thing. They were like, oh man, we've been trying to make 1,000 years unchanged. It's just 1,000 years. What's a float tank? It's just salt and water. They could have done that. They had abundances of salt, bro. Yeah. Abundances. And they had fucking water. Makes sense. If the alien dudes were like, oh look, this is what they're into, let's make them a fucking sick float tank. I don't know if it was aliens making for it. I think it was themselves. I don't believe the alien thing, but keep talking. I'm done. Who knows, man? Like, we've been really stuck in the Egypt thing lately. What was the science? Okay, so let's look up the we're going to talk about Frost. What was his name? Emails? I don't even know. Fraud emails. What was this guy's name? Okay, this guy's oh my god. Fraud? Right, I'm gonna just check my phone because we were talking about the COVID stuff and where it came from, whether or not it was designed, whether or not it was a fucking real thing, an accident, and just checking messages to see. Dude, what was this guy's name? Started with an F. What?
What was this guy's name? Started with the F.
Who?
The email thing.
What do you mean?
The email fucking COVID thing.
Oh, Fauci.
Fauci,
bros. F-A-U-C-H-I. Oh, there's no H. F-A-U-C-H.
Oh man, I was like
C-I. Yeah.
I put in Fralt.
I'm fucking tripping.
Fralt. Alright, we're back.
Yeah, sorry.
Anthony, okay.
Alright, we're doing about this guy's emails.
Well, we're going... Yeah,
wait, so this dude's a fucking public servant, which means we have full fucking access to his emails. Right. Which means this guy's a fucking retard.
Right.
If he's emailing people privately.
Who has access to them?
Everybody. Like, if you put forward a FOIA, which is a Freedom of Information Act, request, you can have access to any politician, any public figure. You can have access to the entire fucking thing.
Really?
So this fucking retard is sending out on his own fucking private access email.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Well, okay. What I think happened with this.
We're taking a major fucking swift.
Yeah.
No politics.
We've covered the. No, this isn't politics.
Of course not. Corona's not politics.
No, politics isn't everything, mate. Egypt. But like, we're not not specifically talking about like fucking presidents and like prime ministers and pardon?
What?
Warties.
Yeah, water.
You want some? It's not grog.
Definitely not grog.
No, I've got water things. Definitely not grog. Well, yeah, sure, yeah. Okay, so Fauci, this guy is basically had a bunch of emails uncovering that he was helping with making viruses to figure out what the future of viruses would be like in, I'm trying to super layman terms this. He was trying to apparently help the future by figuring out viruses before they happen. But he was working with China. Now, it's come out that he was afraid because this, the corona outbreak and stuff, and he was afraid. And I think my theory is that he was helping, and he was, I honestly think that he was at the start trying to do the right thing. But in the end, it became such a big thing. Obviously, corona is, it's our generation's fucking apparent nightmare.
But it's found on the ground.
Oh yeah, thanks man.
That's right. I don't know what it is. It just looks like water.
Well, I'm trying to talk
it's
about
definitely water.
It's corona, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he was definitely helping. Okay, he was definitely doing stuff with diseases and stuff. And I already before I heard about this, I already knew that it was something that was designed that Wuhan.
That water, bro, that's strong. It's got fluoride in it, so just the fluoride.
You have white as shit teeth and no imagination.
Fluoride makes them brown, so brown is fucking.
Yeah, brown teeth and no imagination.
Exactly. Fuck the pineal gland.
What I'm trying to say is, I believe what is happening, like what his emails, all that shit, of course it's true, but I don't think that people want to label someone actively evil. I don't believe that
like
shit,
they did that to Bill Gates.
Yeah. No one is fucking active. Like, some people are
Jeffrey Epstein, bad guy.
Yeah, some people are sociopaths, right? Sociopaths. Some people are sociopaths, but I don't believe he's actively evil. No one actively tried to design a fucking virus unless it was military.
Definitely not Bill Gates.
No, well,
he wouldn't do it for billions of dollars.
Bill Gates, man, he's just slaying whores, like.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Would you do it for trillions of dollars, though?
Slaying whores.
Killing off, 100 million people. $1 trillion. I'll give you $1 trillion.
No.
You don't reckon?
No way.
How much would you kill one guy for? If I came to you and I said,
it depends on
they're Will Smith, alright? Will Smith.
Will Smith.
I want you to kill Will Smith for 10 grand. Are you gonna do it?
10 grand? No.
10 grand.
Not 10 grand.
100 grand.
No.
$1 million.
Could I get away with it?
Yeah, you get away. You get scot-free.
Yeah.
What about 10 million? Yeah, he's going for 10 million. 20 million?
If I could get away with it and be like, no one would ever fucking know.
Yeah. 20 million. We do it for 20 million.
Will Smith, man, he's had a good life.
He's that Jaden. What's more? What is that,
I'm a fucking...
Alright, so 50...
I'm a peasant compared to these people.
Let's say 50 million cash.
Mm.
Will Smith is gone, right?
Right.
right? No one's keeping Will alive for 50 million.
Yeah. No one's keeping.
So 100 million.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
Willie's all dried up, man. Dried up Willie.
So 100 million. He's not surviving that. No. What about trillions? What would we do with trillions? Dude, he's not surviving trillions.
Okay, but this is where it doesn't change for me. A trillion and 100 million is no different to me.
It is though.
If you ask me, though.
Because we're talking about billions of dollars.
A trillion
of difference.
Isn't even a thing, right?
It's 1,000 billion.
Yeah, but it's nothing. Like trillion doesn't exist.
But there's a trillion now, right? Momo. Prince Momo, shout out, you fucking dickhead. Fuck, he's gonna kill me. He's definitely gonna kill me.
Is it a trillion?
He's got 2.3 trillion. And Saudi Arabia is named after his
definitely dead, man.
Oh, he does not love me. I've spoken a lot of bad shit about Prince Momo. He's coming after me.
Okay, I know what you're saying. And you're saying that...
If I ever make it, I'm going to commit suicide with 2 bullets in the back of my head.
If someone is making that much money, they are not doing dumb shit like these emails.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised in the hubris.
But this is where me and you are good together. Yeah. Because you have this other brain where you're talking about you're talking about this money and like what it means. But I'm thinking of the human side. Okay, human to human.
The sociological side.
Yeah. Okay. And no, I don't think that people are actively being evil, and I don't think.
I think Hitler thought he was doing the good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Hitler was. They know that he was injected full of cocaine.
He had this. I found this out yesterday.
All kinds of shit.
There was this drug. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. He had this drug. It was 60% cocaine, 40% methamphetamine. Yes. Yeah. You're injecting meth and cocaine at the same time. He went to this meeting with injecting into the blood. He went to the meeting with the Italian guy.
No, what you're talking about.
What's his name?
I know what you're talking about anyway. He went to the meeting to keep Italians in the war.
Yes.
And he convinced him by yelling at him for hours.
He didn't let him speak. And the reason beforehand, on the limo ride over there, his doctor, Dr. Feelgood or whatever his fucking... No, that was Kennedy's doctor.
Yeah.
Look, doctor, whatever. He injected him. He injected him with 60% meth, 40% cocaine.
He asked for more. He was
they gave him a double dose. Yeah. And apparently, the Italian guy wouldn't enter because he couldn't speak.
Let's go back to this though. In that, because he was being actively evil, but drugs helped him.
He wasn't being actively. I don't think he was being actively evil. I thought. I believe that Hitler thought he was doing the right thing. Yeah. I don't think he thought he was
actively evil. Is more like Charles Manson or something like that. Anyway,
not even.
We don't have to go into actively. We understand. Actively evil means someone who's.
I don't know if that exists. Yeah. I don't think that exists. Even Genghis Khan.
I agree.
Genghis Khan, Stalin.
Even
Stalin.
Dude.
Oi.
I've read Genghis's history. The people who loved him. He was a good guy. He was a good mate. Like
it depends where you're reading the history.
Yeah, I mean, like the mates he had, he was good. He inspired people because like even people he was going to kill.
Could you say that about Hitler? You could, but would you? You wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's weird that you say about Khan.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The longer history goes, the easier it becomes.
Yeah.
But the people who were someone...
Would you say the same about Stalin?
Well, it's the same thing. It's too recent. Yeah. Okay, anyway, let's go back to this though. So this guy,
Fauci.
My theory is he's not actively evil. He was experimenting with viruses because he wanted to. He actually wanted to help mankind by studying them before they happened. I do think he did that at the beginning. And I think he did it in China because it's easier. It's easier.
Trump ended the study. So they were originally doing it in America, and then Trump cut it off. Cut the funding and said, no, you can't do this in America anymore. If Fauci took it to China.
Look, man, it's someone's life work. I do 2D animation for my life. If they outlawed 2D animation in Australia and they said, we'll fucking kill you if you do 2D animation, I would be like, where is
Here I come, China.
Where do I go? China. Alright, I'll fucking go to China and do my animation. I get it. But that's like high-end shit, man, what he's doing. Okay, so
the difference is, you're doing animation. This guy is literally gain of function, which means making the virus as deadly as possible to stop it from happening in real life.
Yes. And this is what, okay, so he was doing that, went to China, blah, blah, blah. China fucked up. Not him. China fucked up. He didn't, man. He was trying to do the right thing. China fucked up. They released the virus. And
accidentally or intentional, we will never know.
I reckon
no way to prove it.
Yeah. I feel accidentally.
I feel
accidentally.
Accidentally makes more sense.
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't be surprised.
The reason,
deliberate.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And the reason I feel like it seems like they meant to do it is because they tried to cover it up so bad. Because China, the way China is, they would do that. They don't want to look bad, and they don't.
Yep.
Like, they have the foresight when it comes to, like, making their country better, but they don't have the foresight when it comes to something like that happening and being like, oh shit, we should probably be honest.
Yeah.
Thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are going to die. Let's be like, tell them, like, oh, it wasn't an animal, it was designed. Because that fucking killed most people.
Yeah.
If they knew it was a fucking, not an animal disease, they would have helped. It would have helped.
Yeah.
And then Fauci was like, okay, Fauci, whatever.
Fauci. Yeah, whatever.
4chan. 4chan was like, let's do something about this. And China would have been like, no, can't.
He didn't say that though. He did not do any investigations into China.
No? But how do you know?
Because he didn't.
Yeah,
because he didn't do it. Because he didn't do it.
Yeah.
He's a public figure. We know exactly what he has done. We know for a fact he's done shit.
People full of fear do strange things. And I think China would put so much fear in you that you would be immobilized. And China was like, we're going to cover this up. Leave it the fuck alone.
Well, we can even add upon that because we know what happens. Australia is the only country to come out against China and say, hey, the signs point towards China being a thing.
Yeah.
You know what they did after that? They banned our fucking trade deals with them. And then they started getting the WHO to say, oh, there's a possibility it could have come from Australian beef.
Yeah.
They convinced the WHO to say, oh, this could have been from Australia because we were the only country that spoke up and said, this has come from China. So, fuck these guys, man. This guy
Fauci...
politics? There's no politics. No politics. But this guy Fauci, here's the thing. If I was him and Trump bans gain of function in America, so I say, oh, fuck it. The only choice... We have to keep studying this stuff because we have to protect ourselves from what nature can create. So let's create it first before nature does it so we have the preventatives in place. Then I say, okay, Trump comes along and he fucking cancels it and he says, no more in America. All right, well, I have to keep studying this stuff, so I'm going to take it to China where they're still going to do it. I'm still going to use the same funding. It's just going to go through a third-party company to get there, but it's still going to get there. Then when it happens, the outbreak happens, I don't just say, oh, no, it wasn't China. That's a bullshit thing. That's racist for even suggesting that. I say, oh, fuck. This thing that I've now funded in China may have caused mass genocide. Let's investigate it. That's what I say. I don't say no. Don't say that. You're a racist for suggesting it. I fucking investigate it. So this dude saying, no, don't fucking investigate it. Fuck you. Fuck you. You fucking can't. You are responsible for deaths. I don't care if it's 1 death or 2 million deaths. You're responsible. Investigate it. The fact that this cunt deliberately did not investigate it, that draws the line for me. That's saying you're not only aware that this is going on, but you deliberately went out of your way. You put energy into averting the investigation. You're now responsible. As far as I'm concerned, you're now responsible.
I'm on side with you with that. I just wonder, are there videos of him now? Because this just happened, right? Are there
the emails just happened.
Are there videos of him now saying what happened? Are there like has he got a
speaking of fucking COVID? Is he fucking mask board over here?
Artie just ran in with a COVID mask and
fucking hell.
I'm like, what the fuck, man?
That's she knows what's
going on. She literally just ran into the room with a COVID mask.
I'll be getting Neuralink for her for sure.
Control that bitch.
Well, she'll be able to talk.
Okay, so what was I saying?
I was talking about
has he got any videos of himself replying to what happened? Can we watch that? Can we put it up?
I don't know if there's anything recent actually. We can go videos.
Still Fauci,
And we can go past week. Settings.
Because it just happened, right?
Yeah. Oh my god. Anytime. Last week. Let's see what it says. Emails reveal, blah blah blah.
No, but then they're not. Fauci responds. Second one. Yep.
A 1 minute video.
Yeah. Okay. Don't make us read. Is that's him? Hey.
Yeah.
Agree at that time in April of 2020 that the lab leak theory was a conspiracy theory.
No, not necessarily at all.
The situation is that we didn't know, and we still don't know, what the origin is. Then if you look historically and the way things rolled out, we all felt, and still do actually,
I can't full screen.
it's more likely to be a natural jumping of species from an animal reservoir to a human. However, since we don't know that for sure, that you got to keep an open mind. So you could say.
Okay, so they've proven.
Yeah.
They've already proven that it wasn't from an animal.
Yeah.
And he's saying.
Do you know how racist it is to suggest that the Chinese are so unhealthy they're eating bats? Do you know how fucking racist that is?
Yeah.
And this dickhead's fucking saying it?
Dude.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Hey, you look up Wuhan. Look up fucking Wuhan.
Yeah.
It is a built up area. It's not as poor as the most poor China. I mean, there's a lot of poverty.
There's a lot of more poor people.
But like Wuhan is not a place that is like that.
Look at it. Look at these skyscrapers everywhere.
It's fucking bigger than Brisbane.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely bigger than Brisbane.
Brizzy.
That's not an achievement.
Look at that, man. Anyway.
Yeah.
So the thing, like, eating bats, man. Like, it's not.
That's so racist, cunt. That's so racist.
Yeah.
They're eating bats, and that's what caused it.
I can't believe he's saying that now. They already proved that it wasn't from an animal. And
how are the Chinese not massacring this guy for saying that?
They said, like, okay, if we knew it wasn't from an animal, hundreds of thousands of people would be saved.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Most people would have been saved because they could have figured out how it worked, but they were thinking animal terms.
Yeah.
It's not a fucking animal.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
But they're press play.
I haven't seen this, so it's already changing my thinking.
From an animal reservoir to a human. However, since we don't know that for sure, that you got to keep an open mind. So you could say you think one thing is more likely than the other. But the fact that it could be something else clearly was there. It was low on the list of what we thought the likelihood. But the fact that it could have been something else clearly was there. It was low on the list of what we thought the likelihood was. But in fact, that's the reason why we all are now saying that there's a considerable amount, appropriately, of interest in.
Can we just think about that English for a second?
And that's
we all thought no, but then we all thought yes.
Yeah.
Without thinking, and then.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
We all thought no, then we all thought yes for no reason.
He's being.
What the fuck are you saying, you fuck?
He's being very.
He's a fucking dickhead, man.
But in fact, that's the
you know he has his own money invested in this company, right?
Which one?
The fucking gain of function research. He has his own money invested in it.
Reason why we all are now saying there's a considerable amount, appropriately, of interest in trying to the likelihood was. But in fact, that's the reason why we all are now
see how much
saying
he's blinking?
there's a considerable amount, appropriately, of interest.
Look at how much
in
he's
trying to
blinking.
find out what the origin is.
Even the words he's saying though, without the blinking and shit. Oh fuck, what are you doing? Don't zoom in, cunt.
Does that not work?
I mean, a little bit.
Did you agree at that time in April of 2020 that the
yeah, I don't know.
theory was a conspiracy theory? But in fact,
no,
that's
forward.
the reason why we all are now saying.
Look at how much he's blinking. Just look at his blinking.
This is so funny.
But the fact that it could have been something else.
Blinking
was there. It was low.
Like when I talk, I don't blink like that, man. You only blink like that when you're fucking lying.
Yeah. I don't know too much about body language, but I
do.
I know that if you say, "Hey, we all thought this one thing," which made us think another thing, doesn't make fucking English.
Yeah.
Okay. So when this dickhead says, "All of us thought no," and then for no reason, all of us thought yes. That doesn't make fucking sense.
Okay.
That's not fucking logical.
Well, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But the first rule of detecting if someone is not believing what they're saying is blinking. The second rule of detecting if someone is not believing what they're saying is looking to the side. And he's doing both.
Yeah. Well, he's a fucking douchebag, man.
That you got to keep an open mind. So you can say you think one thing is more likely than the other.
He's blinking.
But the fact that it could have been something else clearly was there. It was low on the.
I don't believe him for a second.
No way, man.
Well,
But
Could have been there.
Yeah, here's the thing though. This guy is the head of the health department for America. Imagine if the head of the health department of Australia came forward and just lied and lied and lied. All of us would lose faith in this fucker.
Yeah.
So imagine what this is doing in America, where there's a population of 350 million people that have all just lost faith in this guy.
Yeah.
He's the head of the fucking health department.
Really?
And they have now lost all faith in him. How the fuck is any American going to believe this guy? They're not. Which means this guy, who has a personal investment in this fucking company, has now just sold out the American population.
When you say it's a personal investment.
Yeah. The gain of function, he has personally invested his own money into funding those projects.
How do he has stocks?
He's a public servant, so he has to declare everything he invests in.
Really?
Yeah.
So how much has he got in that one?
I don't know the figures. I don't know the numbers.
The thing, because I was going to say, if it wasn't for that, he might be just being told what to say. Because when someone is told what to say...
He's the head, so he's telling everyone else what to say. Yeah. He's the top.
Because that's the difference.
There's no one above him in the health department.
Because the fact is, like, if someone's being told what to say, and whether or not you believe it or not, if you're being told what to say, you will look like you're lying. You'll look like you'll be blinking. You'll be looking around. You know what I mean? Like so, he's out of that now. So if he is acting like he believes it, he's not believing it. You can look at him.
He doesn't believe it.
I can look at his body language.
We know from his emails now
that he's not believing it.
Yeah. Like we have access to his emails, so we know exactly what this guy's thinking. Because he's emailing out to all his friends. Yeah. So we know what he's thinking.
So the email's on top of the fucking body language in front of me right now. Yeah. And I was almost defending him before. But now I can, this is actually the first time I've watched him in person like that. And I can't believe it.
Let's see if this exists.
Saying. Yeah. He's worse than a fucking Australian politic, man.
Imagine if he was our guy, though. Imagine, do you think there would be any Australian that would listen to this guy after saying that shit? Do you think our grandmas, do you think the over 70s would listen to this guy after lying like that?
If it was on TV.
Yeah.
Television.
Do you think though?
Channel 7.
Do you think it was? Do you think it was on one of those mainstreams though? And the old people, plus 70, were watching him and then saw him contradict himself so much. Do you think they would actually listen to it?
No.
I think they would lose faith. I think the guys who watch mainstream would lose faith in this motherfucker. So I don't know how this guy's going to have a fucking job after these emails, man.
It's too much choice.
Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Fauci debating. I don't know if this exists. Oh fuck,
Fauci debating.
Fauci.
Debating.
I don't know what's going on with the keyboard. Okay, it doesn't exist. Or at least YouTube isn't displaying it.
I want to just see. Can you just put in Fauci and latest? Because I don't like this guy.
He's a fucking sellout, bro.
Let's look at the facts. The Wuhan lab, which is apparent, people.
It's a level 3.
Yeah,
it's a level 3 bio lab.
People have this picture.
Yeah.
Of Wuhan, like this poor fucking place where people, excuse me, people just biting the heads off bats or whatever, cooking bats up got nothing to eat. No, it's not true. The Wuhan lab it's a lab in this big fucking city, bigger than Brisbane's here, and they're constructing viruses there. It's proven. And I'm not like a conspiracy guy. Like I'm just saying. Like you're not
saying anything that's conspiracy though. That's exactly what the level 3 lab does.
But people want to listen, and they're going to be like, "Oh, this is a fucking conspiracy." Like that's what most people.
YouTube will probably ban this now because we've mentioned.
Yeah, probably.
Even though we've not said anything that's not factual.
No. Yeah. Look. Fuck.
But it goes against the main agenda.
Believe what the fuck you want to believe. The Wuhan lab is not
a
poor place.
Believe facts, otherwise you're a fucking retard. There's no... I'm going to believe my own thing. I'm fucking douchebag. Fuck off. Believe the facts or don't have a conversation with me.
Who's yelling the most? Believe in that.
I have a louder voice. I'm confused, Daddy.
Look. The lab was a sophisticated lab, and there was a thing that they made, and the thing came out, and the thing broke out, and China was like, "Oh, let's not let this be a thing. Let's thing this down to the thing being a bat." but actually it was something they made by accident.
Let me phrase it this to you this way. You're the head of the lab, all right? Let's say you're the head of the level 3 lab, and the virus. The guys are working in the lab. They drop the vial breaks. The fucking virus gets out. What do? Do you cover it up, or do you say, "Hey, everyone"? Fucking virus is out. Let's fucking stop it now. This is exactly what's involved in it. This is what tests we were doing on it. This is the genome of the virus. Let's fucking band together and stop it. Yeah. Or do you say, nah, it wasn't me?
No, I'll be like, I'm gonna think about my next fucking resume. My next job, man.
Where am I going after this?
I'm not having on my resume fucking outbreak virus.
Yeah. What's the Russian nuclear plant? What was that? What was the plant that blew up?
Chernobyl.
Yeah, Chernobyl. Yeah, straight up Chernobyl, because they covered that up as soon as that happened.
Totally.
Yeah.
But the beauty of Chernobyl, the beauty of COVID, the beauty of Chernobyl is it's one of the natural space around Chernobyl. Wolves have come back. Deer.
There's nothing for that to COVID though.
Chernobyl is like a wonderland of nature. Wow. And COVID, dolphins are back in Venice. No, man. Fucking Corona saved us all.
Fuck, we need to do stand-up, bro. We need to find a stand-up outlet.
I honestly feel...
There's nothing really.
I feel
but
awful.
But going back to my question, though. Like, what do you do? Like, you know that your lab leaked it.
Yeah,
do you then cover it up? Or do you say, hey, everybody, this is the exact fucking genome that we were editing. This is how we edited it. Fucking, here you go. Here's all the fucking information. Man, or do you say, no, it wasn't us. It was these fucking bats.
Yeah.
No. You give it up. You say, hey, this is what we're working on. This is everything. Here you go. Let's stop it together. You don't say, no, it wasn't us. And then kill off every fucking doctor involved in it, which committed suicide by the fucking way.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, bro, they killed themselves. You know, which means they didn't kill themselves, they got fucking assassinated.
I would like to think that I would do the right thing.
Yeah, there's always the human condition, you know. I think we've got this on speed. Apologies, everyone, if you're listening to crap.
Not grog. It's not grog.
Not grog.
It's
just meth.
Let's just watch.
It was left to others to slowly uncover. Gain of function research involves experiments that can increase transmissibility.
This lady's very beautiful.
This is
that.
yeah.
I think we can admit that.
This is Sky News. It's a beautiful.
That's
lady.
A trustable source.
Yeah. She's a beautiful lady. She has no fucking idea what she's talking about.
Look at her wrinkles, man. I trust her.
She's like Marge Simpson with that pearl necklace.
Is Marge a trustable?
Anyway, what we're saying is, don't trust this information, but we're just looking.
No. This is Sky News. Yeah. This is a trustable source.
Of the virulence of pathogens, of viruses.
Head in the clouds, Sky News.
That's what's going on in the Wuhan labs.
Oh, fuck off, guys.
It turns out that even when this worrying research was banned in the US back in 2014, US money was still continuing.
So we can all agree then, 2014, it's Obama's fault.
Yeah.
The black guy did it. Let's blame the black guy. I think that's what we can take out of this. The black dude did it.
Yeah.
2014.
China to fund the same research. And Fauci is the man responsible for this.
Oh wow.
How much is she hammering down on the Fauci is responsible for this?
Rupert walked in the other day. Rupert was in and I was like, oh. Rupert! Wait, that promotion, Rupert, can I get that today? Is that alright?
The head of the NIH when the ban on this risky research was lifted in 2017.
Oh, that's a creepy picture, but
it is. He's a creepy looking motherfucker.
I mean, like, you can take a still from anything and make it creepy.
Yeah,
of course.
Go to Hoboken, New Jersey.
Hobo what? What do you say?
I think it's a town.
Hobo, New Jersey.
I don't know if that's already said. I'm not that
human interface.
Yeah. Fuck off.
To get outbreak. So you go to China.
NIH also funding research being undertaken by Chinese military scientists.
Look, I'm still okay.
Yeah.
I'm still not fully convinced that Fauci is a person who is trying to cover things up.
Have you read the emails?
I didn't read them. I listened to them.
Okay.
Should we?
What ones?
Should we,
What ones? Yeah, chuck it up.
Alright.
Chuck up whatever you listen to.
Alright.
Let's listen to it.
All right. Fauci email.
Let's hear it. We're searching this up, guys. We're gonna look it up and we're gonna find out what the fuck is going on.
So what do you see? Which one?
You're bigger than this. I don't know what you're bringing up.
All right. You know what? Let's just.
Oh, Google. Fauci Gate. Why does everything scroll up for me? Box. Yeah, of course it's fucking
Which
Box.
one?
Yeah, keep going.
Anthony.
Of course it's fucking Box. Wopo! You know Jeff Bezos owns this magazine, right?
Oh really?
Yeah, he bought it. Yeah. I think it was like $4 billion.
Well, he likes books.
$4 billion he paid for it to own media.
Really?
$4 billion. That's nothing. Nothing.
I just want to see the fucking. Oh, okay, here's an email.
Yeah.
Is that?
What does it say?
We're gonna zoom in on this, and here we go. Okay.
Wait, what do you got there?
So did
No, you don't.
for work during this COVID-19 pandemic.
Fuck, this is blurry.
Take care and cover your six at the end. That's a bit creepy.
If you're reading, you got to read it out loud for everyone.
Yeah.
A lot of people are audio. So
I just kind of like skipped through it, but I see in the end it says take care and cover your six. Of your Snapchat with Will Smith and saw nearly all.
No, you've got to read from the beginning. People listening, so they don't. A lot of
Should we
people
do-
audio,
should we-
they don't video.
Oh yeah, should we read the whole thing?
Yeah, read the whole thing.
Alright, we're
Read the
reading
whole
an
thing.
email. So, Dr. Fauci, I just wanted to. So, this is an email to Dr. Fauci
From
Freddie. Barnes Freddie. Who the fuck
Freddie
is
Barnes.
Freddie Barnes. Who the fuck is Freddie Barnes? Maybe we'll get to that later. But anyway,
What's the subject? What's the
the subject is it's
Scroll up.
it's we've just zoomed into this, and it's
Yeah, click on
North Carolina Department of Public Safety, Freddie Barnes.
it. Okay, so he's
Yeah.
some high up dude.
Yeah.
obviously. Department of Safety is quite.
So they've sent an email, and
This is to Fauci from this guy.
yeah, and
Okay.
this is 26th of April,
Appreciation, it's called. Read.
and it's
So
like,
he's replying back.
basically they're saying the information in this email, any of the attachments is confidential. So they're just letting them know that they can't share this, but it's a public.
It's a public
Yeah,
email,
public
so
email,
fuck
so-
yourself. Yeah.
Anyway, and this is Freddie Barnes. He says, Dr. Fauci, I just wanted to express my profound appreciation to you for your work during the COVID-19 pandemic. Especially appreciate how you have spent considerable time in Capital reaching out to the interview on the Breakfast Club, which is a fucking some shit.
That's a
TV show.
good podcast. Shout out Charlamagne the God.
Yeah.
Charlamagne the God.
So, and he says, I regret I have to send an email to you, Ari, this matter. But this is the day we live in. Minority communities continue to be overlooked in crisis, and the impact of such crises on their respective communities for you to be international about keeping the minority communities in the loop is commendable. Especially since these communities will be absorbing the disproportionate share of the sicknesses and deaths coming from COVID-19. Thanks for all of what you are doing in keeping the nation informed. Thanks for informing based on the facts, data, and truth. Take care and cover your six in
Like he's in military.
yeah, in his quotes. Cover your six in quotes.
Wow.
That
Got
is
your back.
creepy at the end. And
Six to
basically-
me means back.
Yeah, six. Yeah, true. Six to me. Yeah, but what they're basically saying, he's basically
This is why
sucking
Carl
up
as
to
well.
him.
Yeah.
He's sucking up to him,
Oh, there's another one.
and there's more. And it's like, finally, what keeps you up at night regarding COVID-19?
I feel like this might be biased. This is coming from Wopo.
Yeah,
So just keep
But-
that in mind, everybody.
these are apparently the emails going
National
Fauci.
Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this
So
is
no one important is what we're going to
the information is okay. It's confidential,
Yeah, whatever.
and the anti-terrorism and cider threat officer for the Office of the Surgeon General Army,
Yeah. So that's who Fauci reports to.
and they're asking questions.
Yeah.
How do you recommend?
Yeah.
I read.
How do you recommend I reassure staff on dealing with the stresses of COVID-19? Can COVID-19 be contracted from a corpse? And what's the third one? If someone has been a user of hydroxychloroquine for years, are they
Susceptible.
susceptible to contracting COVID-19?
Yeah.
Are masks/gloves truly effective? If so, why are so many medical professionals contracting the virus? What is the most important thing we should do other than social distancing?
And then a really creepy question. Those ones are numbered 1 to 5, and then the last question has no number. Finally, what keeps you up at night regarding COVID-19? Another creepy.
Here we go.
Fucking.
Let's read the response. So who's this from?
That is actually from the U.S. Army Medical.
The National Institute of
Yeah.
Allergy and Infectious Disease. Okay, that question
Yeah.
came from Army Medcom. Oh
Yeah.
fuck!
So
that's fucking high up.
It's from
Yeah,
the fucking
fuck.
army. So
Medical
so
communications.
the answers to those questions. There's another confidential note.
Yeah.
And we're going to just move down and see if we have some answers to that.
Here we go.
And there's another link chain. So this is from Fauci.
Yeah.
This is from Fauci answering those questions.
Those 5 questions.
So how do you recommend I reassure our staff on dealing with COVID-19? So this is indeed, Fauci said, this is indeed an unprecedented and stressful time. Stress can often come from the unknown. In times of stress, it is critical to take care of one's physical health by eating well, getting enough sleep, and exercising. In addition,
Wait up. That's what Joe Rogan said. This guy's a conspiracy theorist. Ban this guy.
Man, yeah, fucking cancel this cunt.
Yeah, cancel this motherfucker.
In addition, maintaining connections with family and friends via phone. It's bullshit. It's just like saying the bullshit shit that helps everybody.
Via phone, calls, email, or video chatting, while physically, socially distancing is very important.
That's how you
So,
deal.
how do you recommend I reassure staff?
Right.
Social distance. That's his answer.
Yes. So basically, this is the U.S. Army asking the
Medcom.
head of medical.
Yeah, Medcom.
Who
I would
is
assume that means medical
But
communications.
Fauci is the head of what? Medical.
No,
So
disease and something.
Fauci's the head of some fucking high-end.
Just Google Fauci. See what it's
Fauci.
Wikipedia.
Fauci job. Oh yeah, Fauci.
Yeah, that'll do it. Scroll down. What's his I should say what his job is on Wikipedia. On the right, it should say.
Second
Zoom
chief medical advisor
to
the president.
Yeah.
So
he's a low down guy. He's no one whose voice is going to matter in this industry. You know.
He's basically insanely important when it comes to medical.
No.
Shit.
The second advisor to
USA.
Biden. Who's Biden? A retard. So no one.
Alright, so it gets a bit dark now.
No politics.
So,
no politics, guys.
No politics, man. We're talking about COVID, not fucking politics.
Yeah. Wait, let's get this video removed off YouTube. That's what I
Let's get it cancelled. So
it will be.
Next,
definitely will be. The amount of shit we've talked. This is not going to
We've said COVID.
Yeah.
We've said Biden. We're cancelled as fuck.
Oi, I would have voted for Trump though.
I would have voted for my.
That just finalised the ban. We're not allowed back on live, guys.
We're not even live anymore.
They probably stop this. I'm not even surprised.
Alright, let's be honest.
Number 2.
Who's watching? If you're watching a fucking mad cunt.
Or you give us a like, don't forget subscrizzle, and what's the other one?
Man.
Like, share, and subscrizzle.
And
that's the
fucking mad cunt.
Yeah, mad cunt. Or you don't forget to comment, that boosts it up.
Yeah.
Like, share. What's the other one? Subscribble. You know what it is.
Comment. And subscribble.
Number two. Can COVID-19? What about COVID-20? This is what I'm thinking.
Oh man,
I'm
that's
thinking
like
one
Super
ahead.
Saiyan.
I'm thinking one
Super
ahead.
No,
Can COVID-19 be contracted from a corpse?
This gets dark. Okay. This is
you know what he's done? He's linked. He's linked the website.
U.S. Army has asked this question to Fauci. So U.S. Army asked the question, can COVID-19 be contracted from a corpse? The U.S. Army medical...
So what does he respond with? What does he respond
So
with?
Fauci said,
Here's a link.
Fauci is like, infection. I'm going to blink a lot like he does. Infection control measures should be undertaken.
It's so bad. We're never going back on YouTube
with deceased individuals with known suspected COVID-19.
Oh, that's racist. That's definitely getting us banned now.
Provides guidance on this issue here. Link.
Yeah. So he provides a link.
So,
his answer to the question, instead of fucking answering it, this cunt replies with a fucking link.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Can we go to that link?
No, don't click on it. Don't click on it. It's CDC, so...
But we can't click on the link, but...
We've already had Genevieve Briand comment on the fucking link. And, she's no one. She just works at Johns Hopkins, which is, a small-time university. It's not a fucking big university or anything that echoes throughout the fucking world. It's not like you've heard of Johns Hopkins. My mum definitely hasn't heard of Johns Hopkins.
Everyone's called John.
Yeah. I went to university with Johns Hopkins. Shut the fuck up. Alright?
Okay, question 3 from the US military. If someone has been a user of hydrochloroquine.
Chloroquine.
Hydrochloroquine.
No, hydrochloroquine.
Hydrochloroquine.
Yeah.
For years, are they susceptible to contracting COVID? What the fuck? What is that?
Yeah. So Trump came out and said if you take hydroxychloroquine, you'll be fine.
Right.
Turns out he was correct. But because Trump said it, he's an evil guy, so that means everything he says is bullshit. So because we've been told by the mainstream media, whatever Trump says is bullshit, when he comes out and says, hey, this cure is a cure...
Oh, I know
what do we do with that?
Okay, this is that fucking chemical that they said was a cure, but
it's a pill. It's a pill you take and it
absolutely
cures you.
nothing.
No, it worked. It turned out it worked.
It worked?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
That's why they banned it. Because it worked.
And he's basically saying, like, clinical trials, blah,
Well,
blah,
here we
blah.
go. The question is, if someone has been a user of hydroxychloroquine, because it existed for fucking years, are they susceptible to contracting COVID-19? What's the answer for Fauci?
Clinical trials are underway to determine if hydrochloroquine
Yep.
is
Hydroxychloroquine.
Hydroxychloroquine
Yep.
is effective in preventing COVID-19 in exposed persons. Until we know the answer to this question, persons who take hydroxychloroquine... Fucking shit word. What a shit cunt word.
On a daily basis.
Hydroxychloroquine on a daily basis for another medical condition should consider themselves vulnerable to COVID-19 and take appropriate and recommended measures to protect themselves.
Yeah.
Blink, 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 blink,
So
blink.
he's saying there, yes, there have been positive results for this, but because we've not done a study on it, don't just take it as gospel.
Right.
It's his answer.
Okay.
His public answer, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. So when reading that, it makes a lot of sense that he's saying, don't read into it too much. Yes, it may work, but ignore that.
Yeah, okay.
Until we've done definitive experiments on it, don't take it as gospel.
I just hate his answers.
Yeah, he's a fucking media...
Political.
Yeah, he's a politician. That's what he is. No politics.
If you're the second...
I'll read out the question.
All right.
You answer it. Are the masks and gloves truly effective? If so, why are so many medical professionals contracting the virus?
Well, I believe that infection control strategies, which include proper use of a personal equipment, PPE, personal protective equipment,
PPE,
is recommended by the CDC, are effective.
Oh, wow.
So PPE is effective, apparently. Massive link.
In cases
where inadequate PPE is worn, or if is not put on, taken off, According to on or taken off, slash. According to proper procedure, the risk of contracting COVID is increased. In addition, healthcare workers on the front lines can be exposed if they encounter a patient who is not initially suspected of having COVID-19.
Can you repeat that for me, sir?
So
you just said, I believe the infection strategies, which include proper use of PPE, as recommended by the CDC, okay, in cases where inadequate PPE is worn, or if not put on or taken off accordingly to proper procedure, the risk of contracting COVID is increased. So you're saying by not wearing a face mask that doesn't do anything is the same as not wearing a face mask that doesn't do anything could increase your chances?
Well, appropriate PPE. Blanket statement.
So he's not directly saying masks. He's saying PPE.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very
interesting.
Smart.
Interesting.
It's very smart.
He's worded that very well. He's definitely a lawyer. I wonder if he hangs out with Obama.
I don't know, but it's all fucking. There's no if I read this, it's like there's no information. There's no.
It's completely blank. Yeah. He's giving back. What would you call it? It's not even real answers. It's just like it's like an email response.
It's placebo.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It's a
nothing.
bullshit response.
There's just nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
What is the most important thing we should be doing other than social distancing?
Well, let me tell you, social distancing is key in order to avoid coming into contact with someone with COVID-19. But washing one's hands often, or using an alcoholic-based sanitizer, and avoiding touching one's face
I have investment
with unwashed hands are critical as well, especially when coming into contact with surfaces that may have been touched by others or public places.
Wow.
So, basically, like any fucking virus on the fucking planet.
Yeah. I feel like this is the common cold.
Yeah.
Oh, to avoid the common cold, don't touch things that other people have touched.
Yeah.
No shit, fuckface. Alright. Finally!
Oh, this is the creepy question. So I had one.
What keeps you up at night regarding COVID-19?
Well, considering this is the question, you didn't number 6, but in your reply you numbered number 6. But it was as a military decision.
6, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 6. So he said, with a many blinking of the face, I have said in the past that what keeps me up at night is the possibility of a pandemic respiratory infection. What a That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
We are in that reality now. And what keeps me up at night is response, a major part of which is the development of an effective vaccine and treatment for COVID-19.
What?
So
what keeps him up? What keeps him up? We are in that reality now. And what keeps me up at night is the response. A major part of which
not the death.
Is the development of effective vaccine and treatment.
So not the deaths.
What keeps him up is the response to the vaccine and treatments.
We got more.
What? This guy's a fucking douchebag.
Okay, so
this is only the National Institute of Health asking this question. Subject: coronavirus questions for the.
Sorry, that was the same thing. Yeah. So we're gonna go down.
Wait, who's that fat dude? The orange guy.
How obvious is that?
Obama. Gotcha.
Oh my god.
I see you on TV.
Okay, we got more.
We're on the woke boat, man. I don't know if this is the best fucking source to be reading shit.
No, but these are the images of the emails.
This is a screenshot.
Alright, we're gonna go to the last email. We're gonna skip to the last email.
Alright, let's do it.
Skip to the last. Skip to the I can't.
Can you zoom in?
I can't.
Yeah, there you go.
It was just
that's a bit too much. Yeah,
it's a little bit slow. Enhance! Okay, so from Fauci to probably the military thing.
National Institute of Health, it looks like.
Completely surreal.
Woe post, Fauci socks, Fauci dog nuts?
What is
donuts?
Look, it says completely surreal. Dizzying, even. Can't imagine what it is like for you, especially in the midst of all this.
Wow.
What?
Kiss his ass more, man.
I'm sorry. We just
motherfucker.
skipped to the last email, so that probably has no context. So we'll go back one.
Who's this
and
from?
it's from Fauci again
To Emilio Emini.
Emilio. Like,
Who's that?
Basically, Elmo from Sesame Street.
Tony. Yeah.
I received a note from Trevor and Bill that they connected.
Wait,
with
who's Bill? Is that Gates? Who's
no.
Trevor?
Right.
Is that the guy from GTA?
This is, I don't know, man. This is just...
Yeah, anyway. I received a note from Trevor and Bill. I'm assuming that's Bill Gates.
To reach out. You reckon?
Who the fuck else is named Bill, man?
Bill Gates. What's Bill Gates got to do with this?
He's been massive behind the vaccine. He owns shares in all the vaccines. Yeah.
Of course, man.
Yeah, he owns shares in all of it. He claims that it's a 9 to 1.
If you're watching in America, we have free medical here. We don't have to fucking pay for it. We don't give a shit. But, I mean, like, in the end, we don't give a shit. Also because, like,
well, the tax isn't real.
We haven't had a problem with it.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't had a problem, man. No one gives a fuck. Like, you get COVID-19, alright, we'll stay at home for a week.
Yeah.
Cool.
2 weeks. He gives a fuck. Yeah.
Anyway, Bill tells me that you will take on Central Role. It's so boring.
Yeah, it is, hey. I think that's one of the points of it, is that they make it so boring you don't want to fucking read it.
Politics.
Yeah.
You listen to any politics, it is boring as fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't get more boring.
Australian politics is even worse.
They're all boring, bro.
So
I genuinely think that they deliberately made that way.
Yeah.
So it don't seem
of course,
interesting.
man. So shit. Yeah. No, okay. Anyway, the point is that this Fauci guy doesn't obviously tell the truth straight up.
Well, he's been lying. You can literally watch the interviews that he gives,
Yeah.
where it deliberately contradicts what these emails that he's sending out are.
Yeah.
Like he sent out an email here at the beginning where he says, "Don't worry about wearing a mask. They don't do anything." And then he goes on the fucking TV the next day and says, "Hey, you've got to wear a mask because otherwise it'll spread the virus."
True.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
You're a fucking douchebag, motherfucker.
Alright, well,
Are you getting another?
here's some more water for you.
What
Some more, not grog.
What else is there? There was something else. There's one more topic we wanted to cover.
Alright, well, I'll let you do that. What have you been looking at lately? Bitcoin? Fucking...
Oh, not really. I've been avoiding Bitcoin because of, you know, how much profits it's given me. What else we got? Live now. Let's watch ourselves. I don't know. I've been watching weird shit like fucking Norm Macdonald. What's the Norm Macdonald been doing? Johanna James. So this is the lady who's been doing the Egypt stuff. Definitely recommend that to everybody. Don Rickles. Let's listen to Don Rickles.
And now that I've done the show, my first guest is one of the greatest comedians of all time.
Cheers,
You
bro.
can see him
Is this water?
at
Yeah.
the Buffalo
Hope so.
Thunder Resort and Casino in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And
I
he's
shoved on Don Rickles. He's not really a
in stores now. Please welcome Mr. One, Don Rickles.
This guy is quite funny.
Okay. Actually, alright. Do you want something you wanted to talk about? Well, who's this? Don Rickles.
Don Rickles, man, he's the greatest. He's the greatest comedian of all time. Yeah.
Don Rickles. What is
Do you know
Don?
who this guy is?
No.
This guy. Let's listen to his
Who is
comedy.
this Don Rickles?
Let's listen to just a second. This
old guy is
Yeah.
called Don Rickles.
He's regarded as the greatest comedian of all time.
Get fucked. I
Yeah.
never fucking heard of this guy.
Oh, right. Don Rickles, mate. Don Rickles! He roasted a president, man.
Really?
In front of the president.
Wow, I've never heard this guy.
I've never heard applause like that here before. Now, get outside. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to see you. Really. Yeah. Move in here. Okay, that's about it. No! More time with me, Don. Your favorite. Why are you yelling? I'm right here.
Conan O'Brien is one of my favorite comedians because he literally constructed The Simpsons, man.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
He is.
Do what you did with the...
You watched the first season of The Simpsons? It fucking sucks.
When you put
Yeah.
that in this tape.
Watch this guy.
That's a whole big discussion, and I wish you luck. It's going to be great for you and Jay, and I wish you a lot of luck out there, really. And you're going to be in Brentford, right? That's where I don't know the address. Right, it's a bad area.
You know what he looks like?
What?
He looks like the thing out of Willow. Oh shit.
No. Just go to the plus, yeah.
I tried. So, Willow monster.
Oh, Jesus. That's fucking scary.
Yeah, look,
Jesus.
he looks like this.
John.
He looks like this thing, man.
Don Rickles. He
Yeah.
looks like that.
Look, he looks like this.
No,
He looks
that's
like-
so offensive. That's
No,
so
look
offensive.
at that.
He's one of the greatest comedians.
He looks like that, man.
Look
Look
at
at
comparing him to the fucking half-life piece of shit.
Look at his
Okay,
neck.
look at that. Sit in the bar, go.
It looks like the Willow thing, man.
You know me too well. There's so much to talk about, Don. First of all, you have this book, Rickles Letters, where these are the unpublished, the letters you never sent, letters that you sent to celebrities. And they're stunning, and you have a letter in here to me. I was thrilled that you wrote a letter to Conan O'Brien, and I'd like to read it right now if you don't mind. Sure. George, how about it? Go ahead. Okay. Dear Conan, you mesmerize me when you jump out for your monologue and start jumping up and down like something just ran up your underwear. At 7 feet 9 inches, you're an imposing guy, so much so that the audience doesn't know whether to applaud or throw ropes around you. The purpose of this letter, though, is to tell you how to succeed as Jay Leno's replacement. Number 1, work on your relationship with Max Weinberg. He's a great drummer, but let him talk instead of pounding out Indian messages to you on his drums. When you get to LA, have a little class and get on ladder to help the workers take Jay Leno's name down. There it is, Conan, quick advice. If you don't use it, Ringling Brothers needs a barker. Very nice. Don, you're a showbiz professional. Yeah, go this round. Go to history. What a fast match. Yeah, no. Max just sits there like, what a night. I'm the drummer. Okay. Now,
So quick, man.
I tend to maybe jump around a little bit. What do you really think about it? I think you're making a fool of yourself. What? I can't knock it. You come up with about $8 million, a truck backs up every night. Yeah, puts the money into that moron, jumps up and down. Something wrong. I'm looking for Thursday. What about when you like my opening? I would say good show tonight. Well, you do that all the time. You don't have to beg. You're a big star. You know, say that to yourself. Go home at night. Get under the covers. Instead of making a move with the wife, say you're a big star. I've been married 7 years. Why? She's 7'9"? Yeah, she's 7'9". I look like she's a tall girl. Yes, she's very tall. Oh, so you dribble around the room for a little while.
Okay. Wait, we're watching this.
Just
I love
a
this guy.
comedy break. Just a
Alright,
comedy
that's
break.
good.
This is the comedy section of the podcast.
But what was I looking up?
No, you're looking that up after Don Rickles. I don't know what you were looking up beforehand.
No, what were we talking about?
What did we cover? We just covered Fauci, and then I just loaded up Don because you walked off.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's chuck something funny on.
Alright.
Yeah.
Maybe it's coming to the end if we have nothing.
That is true. We've covered quite a few topics, to be honest.
We definitely covered Egypt.
Yeah.
And
Well, not even though,
No.
because there's so much more. There's so much more of Egypt.
man, if anything
It keeps
we're coming back to, it's
Yeah.
fucking Egypt.
Yeah. And we can agree that Fauci caused COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
We
let's
can
agree. All right. So what we covered tonight was that Egypt. We have no clue why the fuck the first.
No, we know what's going on.
Well,
There was a
no.
society beforehand that got wiped out. Why?
Okay.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something happened.
Plague,
Something
solar flare.
happened in that first dynasty.
Yeah, who
We
knows?
have no fucking clue.
No clue.
And we're advanced. Like we think we're pretty advanced.
We've been to the moon apparently. I saw a video once.
We've been a few times.
Yeah, Neil.
We've been a few times.
Hale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
We've been, yeah.
Neil?
Old
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse.
Well, I was thinking the other one, Armstrong.
Oh,
Lost in that. You know what?
he's so boring.
Why was he never on Oprah? That's what I want to know.
Oh, he's so boring.
If you've gone to the moon,
have you watched?
if you've gone to the moon,
Ah,
are you not going on Oprah?
dude,
Are you not selling your story to Oprah?
Have you watched Neil Armstrong?
He's fucking boring, cunt.
He's the most
so
boring
Yeah.
guy. Man. It's like eating dry.
You know Buzz is a Freemason? Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah.
I mean Aldrin.
But he's boring.
Definitely not related to
He's
Buzz.
boring too.
I won't say that about
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear punched him. Dude, someone questioned Buzz Aldrin,
No.
and he punched him in the face. What a fucking
What?
legend. Yeah.
Buzz Aldrin punched him.
Yeah. Someone called him fake for going to the moon, and so he punched him in the face. Buzz Aldrin, that's not how you spell it. Or Buzz Punch.
Pouch.
Buzz is so intense. No, you gotta be more specific than that. More Pacific than that. Buzz Aldrin. Wait, can you stop eating that? The sound is
Aldrin.
Aldrin, I guess. Yeah, Aldrin. Punches Bart Siebel in the face for 3 minutes.
Call the kettle black if everybody. You don't forget it away from me.
No way.
And a liar.
Oh! I didn't know it was on video!
You're a coward and a liar.
I didn't know this was on video, cunt. I've never seen this before.
That's so good.
Bro, he punched him in the face.
Call the kettle black if everybody. You don't forget it away from me. You're a coward and a liar.
That's gotta be his wife.
Nice.
Oh, cleaned it. Oh.
I have so much respect.
I didn't know he did that. I didn't know he's on. Oh, look at that face, man.
I have so much respect for
Bro,
this guy.
yeah. I don't think he went to
For punching, it means something.
Yeah.
When you punch someone in the face,
Yeah.
it means
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
punch someone in the face for nothing.
I think
You
that's
can
his
see.
wife in the yellow as well.
Look at his body language.
Yeah, he's pissed. He's pissed. Buzz, you legend. Ooh, if you ever want to come on No Politics, hit us up. nopolitics@gmail.com. You know where it's at.
I don't know what to do with Mario.
That's I actually didn't know there was footage of this.
man.
I didn't know there was footage. I honestly, I heard about this. I've never seen it before. This is the first time I've actually seen
Listen,
it.
all I say is, who cares if they fake the first one? We've been to the
everybody.
moon.
Have we?
After that, yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you
Dude.
seen the Tesla floating in space?
You know what he said? You know what he said when that was launched?
What?
He said, "It looks so fake. It must be real." That's literally a quote
that-
from him.
That is a classic Elon thing to say.
Yeah.
He told us how it happened. He had a poll.
But here's the thing: if it's faked, and then you create a company where you're doing this thing that's fake, the guys who faked it, they have to play along in admitting that it's real to keep going. Otherwise, the whole thing becomes unraveled.
Yeah.
So if Elon launches it and it doesn't actually launch, but he says it does, they have to go along with it. Because if they say, no, it didn't launch, then that unravels the entire fucking story. So they have to play along with it.
Well,
However,
that's the
his face right now, that's anger. That's pure anger. And the only reason that's happening is if he genuinely hates that guy. And what the guy was saying was that you're a fake, you're a fraud. So
I think
if he's punching back, I think he's real.
I think it happened. It happened.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
Fuck the people who said it didn't happen. Like, it
That's
fucking
me.
happened.
That's me. There's no. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Dude, it was all headed by Warner von Braun, man. Fucking Nazi, bro.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Every single moon landing, Warner von Braun was the head of.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
True.
And he was legit a Nazi. Like he used to hang up outside of his office every week the slowest 5 Jews. If you were the slowest Jew, he literally fucking tied a noose around your neck and hung you up outside of his fucking office. That's the guy who headed all the fucking moon missions. Are you shitting me? Fuck you.
Yeah, but like,
Fuck you, man. There's no way.
it's a progress. It's the same thing right now.
I don't know, man.
No. It's the same thing
He's a
right
fucking
No,
Nazi,
shh,
bro.
Listen, right now.
Yeah.
The only way to compare history. Yeah. What the fuck is that?
It's crypto.
The only thing that means, like, right now, okay?
Yeah.
So, fuck.
What am I saying?
Okay, so, like, these guys are saying, Nazi, this shit, fucking, this is the only way to tell a Nazi. Oh my god, can you turn it off? Yeah, it's
I actually can't.
oh my god. Fuck, I had a really good point. So,
The only way you can tell a Nazi.
no, man, okay, but, like, right now, okay, so racism, this is what I'm trying to say, is racism and shit like that.
Yeah. Do we believe in races?
Well, this is the thing. This
I
is the
don't
thing
think
I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Is that we believe what our predecessors believed.
I definitely don't.
And we extended. We learn. We learn from our predecessors.
Yeah.
And so if they believed that the Jews were wrong and the Nazis were right, then they believed it.
Mm.
But we had a little wiggle room, you know, and that's why we can believe different things, because we had a little wiggle room.
Yeah.
We weren't killed for believing something different.
Well, depends what point of history you look at, but yeah.
What country?
Well, yeah.
We're in Australia. Australia's
very much.
We can believe whatever.
Yeah. No one gives a fuck.
We're more free than America. That's. For
I would say. I would agree to that. Yeah. I would definitely agree to that.
Huh.
We can say whatever the fuck we want here, and there's no repercussions.
No.
Unless you talk shit about the government, there's really no repercussions.
Government.
And even then, you can say.
We can talk whatever the fuck we want about the government.
Dude, who's the leader of the country, ScoMo? Hey, ScoMo, lick my balls. Like, I can say that, and there's no repercussions.
Like, if ScoMo was at the front of the house right now, I would slit his throat.
Yeah, slit it, cunt.
Slit it.
No repercussions.
I'll kill him.
Oi, this is...
I'll murder him.
Oi, they're already onto me, so this...
No, but seriously, like,
yeah,
we don't give a... Like, it's Australia. We like, free speech in America, get fucked. We have free...
Hey, we have free speech here!
Free Freach! It's the evolution. It's a Pokemon evolution. Spree Freach.
Spree Freach. That needs to be a shirt. I'm gonna make
Quick
it.
attack.
Spree Freach.
Spree Freach. Represents Spree Freach. Yeah, you do that. Spree Freach.
I will do that. Spree Freach. Made out of pure hemp coming at ya. Log on to our Patreon. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share around.
Scribble.
Patreon. Jayo and Finn. All politics. Don't forget.
Jayo stands no politics. Hey.